What's up, you sons of bitches? Terrence Popp here at Donkulus.com. I'm here tonight waiting on the Chronic, but
Pothead.
I think he's hitting the Chronic. So we'll still have a good show here. If he shows up, he shows up. If not, I understand. And my co-host sitting right there, Blake.
Winning. I'm drinking, not smoking. So I made it on time because I'm different and I love you.
Listen, man, it is what it is. Everyone likes their own thing. It
True
is.
story.
I hit the booze. Some people hit the hooch. Yeah. Some people like to hit the choach.
That's an underused term that doesn't get enough love nowadays. Hooch.
The hooch?
I like the hooch.
Yeah, I like to hit the choach.
The choach.
That's pussy.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's in the age of the Yahoo.
Yahoo!
That is like few and far between. I just say it. I just say it.
Somebody's like, the title's clickbait. It really wasn't, dudes. I've been trying to get Undead Chronic to respond to my emails today. Last time I heard from him, here, let's take a look here. 19 minutes ago, and he says, where do y'all chat? I let him know at about 3 o'clock that we were going to be doing a test call. Oh, there he is. Okay. Oh, he just messaged me, but he's not on Zoom yet. He said, I need to get home first.
Okay. So
I'm on a shitty road. I apologize. So
right.
that was straight from the stoned man, right? Well, hopefully he's not stoned while he's driving. I would hope not, but allegedly.
Allegedly. I don't know. People like to hit the Chronic and drive, and they drive pretty good. It's the alcohol that gets them.
True story.
Yeah. I myself am not a fan of drinking and driving. I used to drag race quite a bit in my youth, and never one time did I do it drunk.
Or at least you didn't get caught.
No, I was actually pretty smart. Listen, yeah, I don't have a problem deploying forward for my country, putting the crosshairs on somebody if need be, but killing somebody in a drunken driving accident, I would have a hard time. I would have a hard time living with myself after that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I concur. That's not the kind of thing you can just walk off.
No. This is you're not taking some Motrin and drinking water and walking that shit off, man.
We got Sydney MGTOW in the house already. Early on.
From the very beginning.
Some like the hooch, I like the cooch, he said. $2 super chat.
The cooch is good, and the cooch and choach are the same.
Somebody's wondering if I'm at the kids' table. No. I just have a gigantic damn computer because I got sick and tired of my laptop screwing up. So I brought the big beast out. And now I look like Wilson from Home Improvement to Pop. All you can see is my eyes.
Only see his eyes.
Howdy ho, neighbor.
Hey, we need to do a video on the different names for Poussey.
Poussey.
I think that'd be funny.
There's lots of different ones.
I know. We could easily knock out a 15 to 20-minute episode going over the different names of Poussey and maybe a little history on those names.
You mean like recently how we went over all the different types of fat in a video that will never be on YouTube?
Yes.
We should talk about that a little bit so everybody knows what they've been missing.
I came up with the idea for the different types of fat because I'm a
shaming.
I'm a fat shaming misogynist.
Individual.
Yeah, and I made a career shaming fatties. I would. I can't tell how many times we do a PT test. We got to weigh people in before, and they're all waiting in line. I'm like, oh, you're not going to make it, are you, fatty?
Gravitationally challenged individuals.
Like, you failed it last time. Have you changed anything in your life between last PT test where you blew tape and today? Yes or no? No, you're not going to make it. And 99% of the time, they were still as fat or fatter than they were 6 months prior.
Oh, man, we're already getting some good words for it. It's Poussin Bolt. We got that one here. The Chocha Grande. Cooter.
That's
beef
a good
sandwich surprise.
Cooter. That's a historic one.
It is. I like that one. Shaft Huggers.
All right.
Dick Skinner. Stank Bank. I like that one especially.
Stank Bank. No way, man.
Poo-tang, you forgot the clan on that one. Meat curtains, yes, I like that one.
Heard that one before, yeah.
That's one of my my custom cards for Cards Against Humanity. And then Lauren says, "Oh, I want to be in on that." Oh, honey, we want to be in on you.
Nice.
Just saying. I'm getting adventurous in my old age. Want to stick my pretzel in the chocolate fountain.
Nah.
The Arby's roast beef sandwich. Or the Arby's drive-through window.
But you got that from the show, man. Come on.
Wilson and the Knothole. Yeah, that's me. Clown hole. That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah, you don't know why they call it? Because people do stupid shit to get a piece of that.
That's true story.
Dick thinking you do dumb stuff.
Hammer hands in the house. That's not a euphemism. I'm guessing hammer hands just actually in the house. The Trout Trail.
Okay, never heard of that.
Uman says that I look like Zark Muckerberg, or Zuckerborg as I call him, at the Senate hearings in that chair. Oh, thank you.
I hate that guy.
I at least have human responses and reactions, and I always tell you guys the truth.
Yeah, and I want to make an announcement here. For all of you out there who don't know this, I will be in the vicinity of Washington, D.C. on the 5th and 6th of this month.
Yeah, and you're going to be doing some vlogs while you're there.
I will. I will be there on some official capacity and then some unofficial capacity.
Yeah. So we're praying for a hotel that actually has halfway decent Wi-Fi so that you can upload videos to me and I can try to keep you guys posted about what's been going on.
Or I can have them on my computer and then I could go through the phone, tether it, and do it that way.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that nothing crazy happens and I don't have to do bad things to people.
Yeah. Oh, bearded clam. That's a good
one.
one.
Yeah. So I've heard that when I was in high school.
The fishy bank, the catcher's mitt, the slip and slop.
The slip and slop. Oh, my God. That's great.
The fish taco.
Yeah. Come on now. We've all known that one for years.
Claptrap.
Yeah. Well, actually, Claptrap could be somebody who talks too much, too.
True story. Moneymaker. Yeah, I would say that's about the most accurate one in the entire bunch.
That's why we do the halfway hooker, because those ladies get a lot of money for renting out their Poontanga. It's like Jenga.
Yeah, that was like what's his name's second girlfriend on Boy Meets World. You got Topanga and Pootanga.
Nice.
Clam chowder injection. What's your favorite?
Mine? Oh my God.
What do you got? Like a vertical axe wound, cigar holster,
yeah,
clam chowder, except dumb cumster.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't know. I just have so many names, and none of them come to the top of my head other than the vertical axe wound.
The daddy trapper. Oh, that's a good one.
Oh,
quite accurate as well.
The baby cannon.
The baby cannon. Vaginal turd dispenser.
No. I was a bouncer when I first got out of the Army.
Oh yeah.
And this one lady, she would always come in all the time. And I worked there for about 18 months. When I first started working there, she was pregnant, had a kid, got pregnant again, had a kid, and was on another kid. All of them were dudes that she met at the bar. So right before I quit working there, I'd see her walking up and she wouldn't be pregnant. And I'm like, get that baby cannon out of here. All right, you've already trapped 3 dudes. So come on, stop it.
Your C-section scars deceive you.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. You figure if they got real bad stretch marks and a C-section scar on top of that, that's bad news, Bears.
Oh, we got some new ones here. The Paycheck Thief.
Oh, yeah.
The Black Hole.
Oh, yeah.
The Holland Tunnel. And that's actually, if you put a hyphen in there, it's perfect. The Holand Tunnel. There you go.
What about the Bermuda Triangle? We came
Bermuda
up with that
Triangle, Penis Fly Trap.
That's yeah. Oh, that one's a good one.
Oh, the Deem Eucharist plug. That is oddly specific.
Oh.
I felt that one. Oh. Look at his face. You just know that you just got to him with that one.
That was horrible.
You slipped around all the defenses.
Horrible.
Fail.
How many people we got in the stream?
We have 780 viewers in the stream, and the super chats are going insane.
I am honored you guys all showed up, man. I really am.
Thank you for coming. We can get 700 people to show up, and we're just waiting on our co-host when he gets done from his shitty road. Unless he, has to stop off and get a fur burger. There's another one for you. The ooze gash, the petri dish.
Oh, yeah.
The stinky pinky. Moose Knuckle. Yeah, that's a good one there.
Oh, yeah.
Although the guy who posted that is the great Moose Knuckle. So
There you go.
the bottomless pit. There you go.
It's like a Bermuda Triangle.
Wizard's sleeve.
That's kind of like pea sleeve.
It's
By
like
the time they get to a wizard sleeve, there's a lot of miles on that.
The gates of hell. All caps rage.
Oh, here's the story. All right, so I had a commander when I was in New York, right? And he was Greek, and he's the one I actually came up with the ethnic anger scale video. Based on him, because he would go to 12 like that, no problem. And I was always talking him down. So one day we're talking, he's like, I got like 8 brothers and sisters. I'm like, what? Yeah. I go, God damn, that's one hell of a whistle sack you got for a mother. He's just like, why do you call it a whistle sack? I go, don't ever take her to Chicago in the fall or in the spring, because she's gonna play her own tune walking across the street. And he starts laughing, but I kept a bottle in my office just for that. When he would come in, I'd be like, ooh, and he'd be like, stop it, stop. So the whistle sack, man, the whistle sack.
The monostat monkey. That's a good one.
Oh,
there.
my God.
The vacuum bag. The STD trade shop.
All right, another side note.
Crotch critter is another good one.
All right, I'm back from Iraq. I'm recovering from a TBI, and I am like, I'm the nice husband at the time. I go to the CVS to buy monostatin for a yeast infection for my now ex-wife.
Allegedly.
No. Well, there was something going on down there. She called it a yeast infection, and then later on, when I subpoenaed
bacterial vaginosis.
Correct. And later on, when I subpoenaed her phone records, there were calls to a doctor who was out of her basically the hospital she worked for. I'm not going to say it here, which is out of network, and his specialty was infectious diseases.
Oh,
is that some screwed up shit or what?
Some people might call that there a dead giveaway.
Oh, I was like shocked and enraged after I found that out.
Enraged. I'm not buying it though. You really got to throw down with enraged.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest.
You got to say it like you do the lair.
The dude that lives downstairs from me, who he's one of my best friends. If it wasn't for him, I would be in prison or dead now, or perhaps both. Because I was literally loading up a gauge of 12 to have a discussion.
JFK haircut dispenser.
Oh, no. We're talking with a gauge of 12, with 3-inch magnums, with double aught in there at, 20 feet. That'll cut you in half. Just saying.
Good times.
I've seen it. I've seen that happen. Not pretty.
Not pretty at all. Oh, we got some new ones here. Stench Trench.
Oh, that is good.
That is
good.
There.
We have to write. Are we writing these down? Can you go back and write these down?
They'll be saved in the chat.
All right, yeah.
Stink Wrinkle.
Ah, that's a good one too.
It's a good one there. What else we got here? Valhora.
That's more of like an action they do.
Yeah. The Boner Yard. I like that one.
Yeah. The Boneyard. Yeah.
The Fidel Castro. Yeah, the Fidel Castrate, I think, would be a little more.
Well, the Fidel Castro would be the mother of the Canadian Prime Minister who got knocked up by Fidel Castro. Allegedly. And he allegedly he just happens to look like him.
Spawn, yeah.
He just happens to look like that guy.
I think we got a winner here.
What?
It's really gross. Don't drink anything. Yeast Beast.
Oh! Oh, what is that? Gwyneth Paltrow who sells her vaginal yeast or something?
Oh yeah, she has. Was it a perfume or something?
No.
It was a candle.
It's just a candle.
It was a candle. Yeah.
But there was somebody that was making beer with vaginal yeast.
Yeah, there was, and shockingly, that never really took off.
Shocking. That's like bottling vomit.
Yeah, dudes, if you don't believe us, literally go Google search for a woman wants to make a craft beer out of her vaginal yeast.
You know what? That would be a great comedy skit.
Oh.
The vaginal yeast beer and the bottled vomit.
I want to see the Budweiser advertising dudes make a commercial for that fucking beer.
No, we should do that as a comedy thing. I think that would be hilarious. I really do.
That'd be hilarious. It really would.
We need a farm. We need some horses. We can build up the ambiance, the whole deal, and then we bring out this beer is made with with yeast from veg.
Monostat Light.
Oh.
Oh no. Yep. I'm gonna throw up a little bit. Let me see, make sure that this works. Yep. Hang on. Let me move this over because I want to show you guys. I don't want you to think that we're completely full of crap. There it is. Vagina beer made from a model's vaginal yeast set to hit the shelves. It's called Bottled Instinct. And it contains the femininity and the women's instincts, whatever they are, and is brewed with yeast or yoni from a specially selected woman.
If anyone wants to know, I got this from a fan today. I got this from a fan. This is awesome.
Yeah, give me the fart sound. I gotta hear it.
Fart sound.
It's a little puff of air at the bottom. Yeah. And that brings me to another one on the list. Queef Cannon.
Oh!
Queef Cannon.
Well, hang on. What's that one here? That's
about right there. And I want to tell you this, though. This is a true story. Once upon a time, when I was 22, I was dating an 18-year-old.
What are you going to do? You're 22.
Great in theory, not so great in practice. Well, some things were great in practice, but,
Yeah, I got you.
Well, I go over to her Legion of Harpies.
Oh, yeah.
Because they all want to hang out, and because one of them has a cool basement with a pool table and everything.
Yep.
And I show up, and these chicks, and by the way, women mature faster than men, right? That's what I've been hearing ever since I was...
Physically.
Ever since I got pubes, I've been hearing that women
Yes.
mature faster than men. Okay. I walk in on this group of 18 to 21-year-old women, and what are they doing? They're having a queefing competition, and guess who won it? The chick on her period.
Oh, it's so nasty.
Because it sounded like a bull moose pulling its foot out of the mud every time she did it. It was disgusting. Break out your drinking straw, ladies and gentlemen.
Stop it, man. That's just nasty. That's how you get trench foot.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Extreme cow tipping.
Oh, God. Oh,
man.
My God. That's messed up.
It is really messed up. We're still waiting on Mr. Undead Chronic.
It's all right. Let's keep going. We're having a good
clam
roll
juice.
Here. What did he say?
Clam juice.
Oh, yeah. Whoever came up with that drink, Clamato?
Somebody who got the gonorrhea light one too many times.
That's listen, like back in the day when I was a kid, my mother used to have company, and certain individual
allegedly
like to drink like these. I guess they're a type of martini made with tomato juice.
Yeah.
And there was a bottle of this Clamato in the refrigerator.
Ugh.
I decided tomato juice. I poured myself a little glass. I was heaving my guts out for like a half an hour over the kitchen sink. Oh my God. You want to talk about nightmare fuel?
Oh.
I was like 9 years old, man. That was horrible.
Shit right there.
Oh.
We just hit 1,000 people watching the stream.
All right, and we're just getting started.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
I wonder if these guys liked watching the show because,
just
the
the
funny stories
on,
and the funny banter. I mean, what is it? What do you guys like?
Like we literally come into this with a plan. Like I have all these articles saved, things that we can talk about.
And we usually touch on all the stuff we're going to talk about,
even if it's just a little bit.
I wonder if it's the funny banter between the Grunt and the English major.
The guy who got brainwashed and then got his brain unscrubbed by the Listexic Army Grunt.
Yeah, I just told you the truth.
You just told me the truth, yeah. Oh, I just noticed we could see the Black Rifle Coffee up there on the bar. It's good times.
Why are they not sponsoring us? What is going on here?
We can't get these guys to return your
They won't
emails.
return emails or calls or nothing. I'm a trip. I got the Tower of Power, 2 wars under my belt. I sling lead with the best of them, and I drink their coffee. What's going on here? I actually consume their product. All right, I'm done ranting.
And that one in your hand there is probably my favorite one that they have.
Well, I'm leaving this for you, though. You can have that one.
Oh, I didn't get you anything. Actually, that's not true. I did make you the salty dog.
Oh, yeah, that was
Is
good.
it gone?
Yeah, I went through that like in 10 minutes, man.
Yeah, that salted caramel whiskey. Yeah. I've been thinking about making, like the equivalent of a White Russian, but instead of the vodka, using the salted caramel whiskey with the Kahlua and stuff, little splash of vanilla vodka in there. And it is dead within 5 minutes in front of this dude.
Dude, it's just so good. Unbelievable. Now, no, normally, like, I don't accept gifts from, like, anybody other than food, booze, and a card. And ammo from close friends. That's it.
Yeah. We got one last one, I think, before we're going to get to our first topic. Right. The syphilis pit. Or maybe the syphilis slit. That would be a good one.
Slits.
The slits.
Like the old beer Schlitz.
Slits. We could use that instead of the the S shaming word.
Schlitz.
Schlitz.
It's the name of an actual beer.
Like
I don't even know if it still exists or not.
Does Schlitz still exist? Anybody out there drink Schlitz?
Yeah, does Schlitz still? Because that's like a syphilis-ridden slit. Schlitz.
Somebody wants to know how the cruise went. Ask your mother.
What do you say?
What is it with it's like been like a month since the
fucking
gay cruise.
Listen,
it wasn't my fault.
Listen, there's a lot of vets out there. This is vet humor. Like, you never live shit down. Like, you could be a private. You could slip on the floor and break your arm, and then forever, as long as you're at that unit, you're the guy who broke his arm slipping on the floor. What's up, breaking arm slip guy?
I grew up with this, man. My brother was in the Navy for like 22 fucking years. Like, he never, ever let me slip anything.
Good for him. That's the way it's supposed to be.
But you learn to deal with it.
That's right.
It just cracks me up. It's like, I put something up on the screen, and it's just like, what somebody points it out to me. Gay cruise. Oh, shit! We're going to live this down. Somebody call my lawyer. Damn it.
Any other ones on there? Any other?
Well, I think they're kind of running out. We got camel toe, clitmidia.
Clitmidia.
Clitmidia. Ooh.
That's like, you know what? I bet you 10-1. Somewhere there's some poor girl named Clitmidia.
And she may or may not be of a particular descent. It just got dark in here.
Just saying. I've heard some crazy ass names. Nothing is beyond a reproach, man.
There's some illiterate, reality TV watchers out there who named their kid Diarrhea just because they thought it sounded pretty. Just saying.
That's awesome.
Here's my daughter. Her name is Gonorrhea. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, she did. Go away, white devil.
Oh, my God.
It's good times.
The one officer I knew, his last name was Head. His first
Head?
name Richard.
Richard Head. Okay, you've got to be making that up.
No.
You serious?
No, I'm serious.
Really?
Yeah. I totally fucked with him relentlessly. Relentlessly. I was always doing push-ups and road marches. I just would not stop. What are you going to do, break me? I think not.
What were that dude's parents thinking?
I don't know. But, he would get so mad. And after a while, he was just like, stop it, Pop. Just stop. All right, 12-mile road march. Okay. Roger that, sir. 12-mile road march it is. Same time tomorrow?
This is my daughter, Malaria. How you doing? She's got a mosquito tattoo on her buttocks. Yeah. She showed me it after she got it on her 15th birthday.
Now, if there's any servicemen watching this show, if you ever, have a tiff with an officer and they fuck with you really hard, the minute you're done, you look at them and go, hey, same time tomorrow? Because you learn nothing, which is fine.
Somebody else in here knows a Richard Head. Who are these assholes' vindictive parents? These raging ass bags. We'll just name him Richard. Yeah, nobody's going to think of any reason to make fun of him for that name.
I went to high school with a girl named Tammy Moorhead. Oh, my God. Oh, she was not attractive. That's about the only thing she was good for, I guess.
What about Michael Hunt? You ever know any Michael Hunts? Yeah. There's quite a few of those running around.
Yes, Hunt is an actual common last name.
Yeah, he kind of runs around.
Ugh.
Speaking of things that blow up in your face, Does anybody actually know what the hell happened in Nashville? We've been getting emails and
All right.
comments about this for days.
Now, first of all, I'm trying to get some intel on this whole thing, and there's a big cone of silence over the whole thing. I'm having a hard time.
The cone of silence.
Now, I reviewed the actual. I did I looked at the pictures, did a BDA, which is a battle damage assessment, and whatever they used was not more than 500 pounds worth of explosives. Okay.
It's quite large and in charge.
Well,
you need to turn the vibrator off on your phone, dude.
Sorry.
It sounds like you're trying to pleasure a woman back there. Do you have like it tied into your YouTube or something? Like every time you get a comment, does it go off?
I think so.
Or is that like one of your slits, your schlitz?
No,
trying to call you to set up an appointment.
I wish.
Just go stick your wang through a hole in the screen door, and she comes by at 2:30 in the morning.
You know what? That could probably happen.
That could be a good time.
Just saying. Except I have to drill a hole through the security gate on the doors, front and back door.
Front and back.
Mm.
It's good times. We are up to 1,165 viewers on the stream. Thank you for tuning in.
Booyah!
Outstanding. Somebody said
Booyah!
something about a moonshine explosion. That's going to be happening here pretty soon.
Now, I am, as a betting man, I am thinking that the explosive used was some form of ammonium nitrate fuel mix.
Yeah.
And you can make that even more sensitive by adding aluminum powder to it, which you can get at a bump and paint shop, because that's a common thing you mix with paint.
You know, it's also in some deodorants.
Yeah.
And that causes like breast cancer in chicks.
First of all, a buildup of aluminum in your body causes all kinds of bad problems.
Yeah, it doesn't really sound like the greatest thing you could be applying to your body on a daily basis, or sometimes even a multiple times a daily basis, because, you know, chicks sweat, especially when they don't, shave, and then they, dye their armpit hair all kinds of crazy wazoo poisonous frog colors.
Yes, I know. But that's what I'm thinking, though, is and for a lot of people who don't know this, tannerite is an ammonium nitrate explosive. And they say, like, it can only be detonated by, basically a rifle round traveling over, I think, 1,800 feet per second. Well, guess what?
Good times.
You mix up your bunch of crap. You have a little tannerite, booster charge. You have basically a 20-inch rifle barrel 6 inches off the kicker charge, set up to a timer. It fires around into the tannerite, which sets off the rest of it. I mean, anyone can figure this out. I'm not like telling anyone any rocket science here. This is not.
Yeah.
And there's guys out there who destroy whole herds of pigs in Texas with this exact same technique. I'm just saying.
Yeah. The first rule of Project Mayhem is you do not ask questions.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I cover a lot of this in my book if you guys want to actually get the recipes. So.
It's not the Anarchist Cookbook. It's called, which book are we talking about? Warriors Wearing the Soldier's Soul?
No, that's philosophy. The Jericho Files.
Jericho Files. Okay.
I'm still trying to finish the third book. I actually have part of it getting edited right now.
We're working on it. It's good times there. But what really cracks me up about Nashville, and this is the same thing that was true in Vegas, is that it's basically like we still have all these questions about Vegas, about Nashville, and basically everybody just wants to boil it down to crazy white dude, he's already dead, don't ask any questions, we got this. And yet there's no explanation for anything that's actually happened.
Yeah, okay, first of all, I mean, there's no note left behind or anything like that. It just happened to be the explosion took place in front of the AT&T building that was doing an audit of some Dominion servers.
Yeah, allegedly, yeah.
And
of course, a PolitiFact, a stunning and brave and completely fair and balanced publication, if ever there was one, said that was pants on fire.
Yeah.
And yet I haven't heard a single explanation aside from that as to why somebody would target that place, that building in that way, and issue some kind of like loudspeaker communique right before it happened.
Yeah, well, whoever did it was being polite and had a loudspeaker built into the vehicle, the RV, that told everyone, hey, there's a bomb in here, better get away. And then it had a countdown, and then it exploded. I mean, that's very
Why would
polite.
you do that, though?
Because it
I'm
was
just asking for a friend.
one. It was done for another reason other than terror and mayhem of the general population.
Mayhem.
All right, now there's some questions we have to ask here. Now, if this was indeed put in front of that building because of the alleged, review of Dominion servers, that means that this is a plan that is put in place by 3 alphabet agencies, 3-letter alphabet agencies that have access to, who, what, where, when, and why, and the ability to assign a patsy.
Allegedly,
of course.
Allegedly.
That's some scary ass shit. I'm just saying.
Yes,
it's
is.
just like when the Vegas shooting.
Yep.
I was a pig gunner. I was a saw gunner. I know exactly what those weapons sound like because I put a bazillion rounds through both those platforms. There was a machine gun that was there that was a .30 caliber, and there was a machine gun there that was a 5.56. Just saying. 5.56 and a 308.
Sounds like fun. It just, I don't know. Every time something like this happens this happened on Christmas Day, too.
Yeah. What kind of a-hole does something?
Eve? It was one or the other.
On Christmas Day? Come on, man. Well, they did have a warning on the vehicle.
Yeah.
They didn't want to ruin somebody's Christmas by zeroing out a family member.
And I guess if your goal was to go after the tech and not the people, you would do it on Christmas Day because you're going to have far fewer people in the office and issue a warning. So it would make sense if they were after something that was in the building and not the people that were in the building.
I'm going to be honest. I have not really, I've tried to get some information, but I've kind of stayed away from this because being in Iraq in 2004, I remember we got transferred to Camp Slayer, which was across from BIOP, and we had car bombs going off all the time.
Not to be confused with Camp Hog Slayer,
yes,
of which you were the
supervising
that was
officer. Years before this. But literally, I would hear an explosion, and then the whole building would shake, the windows would shake, and I knew 2 to 10 people just got turned into a pink mist.
Oof.
And that happened 3 times a week.
Pink
at
mist
a minimum.
Pink mist could be another term for queefing.
Yeah, I guess it could.
As long as we're still on that subject.
But that's what happens when you're standing next to a 1,000-pound, 2,000-pound car bomb. When it goes off,
well,
the shockwave just it reduces you to nothing but blood spray.
Yeah. Well, I had to go back to Vagine because, all of a sudden you went to a really dark place. It just got dark in here. Where, you're talking about just dudes getting smoked.
Just saying.
And poked by explosives.
Yes. And then we learned some valuable lessons that we usually have the Iraqi forces do the first screening of the vehicles because when they got eradicated, it was their deal.
Yeah.
Bummer. Sounds horrible. That's the way it is, though. Yeah. That's reality.
Do you have any is there anything that you would say really stands out to you about this whole Nashville thing?
There'll be more of them.
I think there was I think it was in Virginia or something like that. There was a city that was on high alert because somebody just randomly parked an RV out in front of a building. I'm not sure if anything actually came of it.
I don't know either. But first of all, ammonium nitrate's incredibly easy to get. These bombs are very, very exceedingly easy to make and detonate, and we have all kinds of vehicles here. A lot of them you can buy for $500, and you can make all kinds of pandemonium happen. And I think that's in the future. That's what's going to happen here. Yeah. Just saying. In fact, I should do a later video where I make predictions of all the crazy stuff that's coming.
I think that's one of the reasons why people tune into those, to be totally honest. So I don't think you're going to find any objections here.
I know, but the thing is, we got 2 strikes on the YouTube channel. I've been kind of staying away from it. I should probably get back on it. We just won't release those.
So we haven't been releasing any videos, full videos, with the exception of the 50 Shades of Grey video, which if you haven't watched that, definitely check it out.
It was uncomfortable and embarrassing, but I did it anyway. For you. For you.
Something was salivating, and it wasn't her mouth.
Dude, come on. That's comedy gold
That was
right there.
comedy gold.
That's
Absolutely.
You were laughing in the background.
Well, hell yeah, I was laughing. It was hilarious.
Because I know I'm saying some funny shit. Because usually he's a professional. He's quiet in the background. But if I really go off the deep end, you can hear him like, oh my god.
It was kind of like when we were on with Sandman, and I was like, hey, we get to talk about the Asian hooker who sounds like Mr. Conway. How are you guys doing today?
That's great, man. That's great.
He handed that to me on a silver platter. As a dude who loves to do impressions, he's like, oh, yeah, I met an Asian chick who sounds like Sean Connery. I'm like, oh, really?
Oh, here we go.
Let me take that ball and run it to the fucking end zone for you. Thank you very much.
You ran into the end zone, and then you kicked the extra point. That was hilarious.
And then I took her friend out back for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, if you haven't seen that one, that's called NFL Dating, and that's hilarious, too.
Yeah, man, YouTube, you guys have been missing out on some fun stuff. If you only watch our videos on this platform and you haven't signed up for the alternate channels or any of our stuff on Alt Tech, you've been missing some good stuff. We're just trying not to lose this channel because
we're almost there.
We're almost there.
We're teetering on the edge.
We are on the edge. We have like another month until the first strike falls off.
Yeah.
And even then, we're still on probation.
Yeah. Like, literally, we're teetering on the edge, and we're like, hey, man, go to the back so we don't fall over the cliff. Don't ask no questions. Take the beer and go to the back.
Yeah. We're teetering on the days of edit that out because we're just we're that screwed. Bad news bears, baby.
In the beginning, when you first started doing this, I'd go off on these tangents, and I'd look at you and like, edit that out. And after a while, you'd be like, no.
I'm dyslexic. I'm a non-spelling fuck. Edit that out. No.
No, that's hilarious. It's comedy gold, brother.
I'll bleep it. That's as good as you're going to get out of me. You drain-damaged grunt.
Also, like, I have a fan. I opened up, like, I went to my post office box, and I opened all the packages and everything on video, which will be a layer coming out next week. And
how much stuff was in there if you could do a whole video about it?
There was like 5 or 6 good-sized boxes, and then some, bigger envelopes.
Okay. Do you want to issue your apology now to the dude who actually took the extra effort to give you like the Sleepy Hollow wax seal and like the calligraphy letter that you couldn't read?
This guy, he does this calligraphy handwriting, and it's on top of the line, stationery, and he seals them with a wax seal. But I'm a dyslexic. And it literally takes me half an hour to read like 2 pages. So I have to like go through and read them all. It's going to take me a long time. I couldn't read them on camera. And I don't even know if he wanted me to read them on camera.
That's why
which I wouldn't do unless he specifically said it's okay. Just like I opened the packages, I didn't reveal any names. I revealed locations and cities and states, but nobody's name because I don't want to. I'm not here. Yeah. I'm not here to dox anybody. That ain't cool.
No.
That's not my style, man.
Yeah, one of the things that we got from one of our sponsors, actually, was an authentic military uniform from a certain land down under.
Ooh.
But he didn't want it on camera just because it's got his actual last name on it. But it's really sweet. It's very cool looking.
Cool. That is cool.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, I remember when I was in Iraq, I traded a bunch of stuff with some English soldiers, and I traded some stuff with some Aussies, and some Russians, and even a couple Poles. Those guys are crazy.
That must have been an interesting round of trading. You got all those 3 groups in there?
They're all there.
Was that all at the same time?
Like literally. And I'm like, I'd walk by and like, hey, what's up? That's pretty cool. And then like we talk, and I'm like, hey, want to trade some stuff? Yeah. I traded Green Beret. I get some patches. It was pretty cool.
That's pretty sweet, man. Last time I saw a diverse crowd like that, they were all lining up to meet your ex-wife.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah. The Aussies, though. Let me tell you something about the Aussies. Okay.
Never call a Kiwi an Aussie.
They get upset.
It's very important.
All right. We were not supposed to drink while we're there because we're, respecting the Muslim religion. The Aussies are like, oh, fuck that, mate.
Mate.
I went to go hang out with those guys. They're all drinking beer. I'm like, so is that alcohol-free beer? They look at me like, oh, yeah, right. They go back to pounding beer. I was like, you guys are crazy. Oh, fuck that general. Fuck him. I don't work for them.
I know what you're talking about, man.
I was like, hey, man, whatever. That's cool. I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to trade. That's it.
Do what you do,
Do what you do.
man. Okay, so just so you guys know, still waiting on Undead Chronic. I've been watching the chat here. He's asking how long y'all streaming. I don't know. Usually we stream for about 2 hours.
We might go 3. Usually we say we'll do 2, but usually we do 4.
Not usually. 4 was that Winner and Champion. That was Sandman. That was 4 hours.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
James
yeah.
Maxwell last week, we had him on for like 3.5.
Yeah. Those guys are. Listen, when we have like high level, invites, it's hard to go just 2 hours.
Yeah, I mean, like we finished talking about the subjects that we want to talk about an hour in, and then the rest of it's just super chats and bullshitting because you just we go off on these tangents in the weeds. Please do the face in the weeds. There it is. Okay, thank you very much.
Let me explain everyone where the face comes from. All right, now as being a senior NCO, I had to give many op orders back in the day, and like literally, there's some guys out there who. What are you doing? Oh, you're walking in front of the camera? All right. Yeah. I'll take another. You're going to mix up another drink?
I'm not going to mix another drink. I was going to get some ice. You want some ice?
Yeah, I'll take some ice.
All
right. Some of these guys, the minute you like use a 3 or 4 syllable word, you can literally watch their needle come out of the groove in their brain pan. And I remember I'm giving these orders, and I say a couple words, and literally I see 2 or 3 guys in the background just like, And like literally, they're mentally off in the weeds, and I'll be like, "Hey, whoa! All right. This is what I meant by that." And I would re-go over the word using different words so they would understand it.
Gee, I don't know anyone like that.
Yeah, I don't know either. But it is what it is. That's why I do grunt speak because I did all that time as a grunt, and I know what I'm talking about. A lot of people. They don't like to hear them thinking meat and getting ventilated and argument with physics, gravitationally challenged. Let's see, the weep reward.
The weep reward?
Yeah, like people who cry all the time think they're going to get a benefit out of that.
You mean
like I'd have soldiers,
vaginal turd dispensers?
Well, I'd have these soldiers that just cry all the time. This is not fair. We can't do that. You're singling out. Yeah, and I'll be like, hey, quit trying to get a weep reward. Shut the fuck up. This is what we're doing. Either you're with the program or you're not.
Hence the term.
Yeah. I got that from one of my platoon sergeants. He used to do that to me all the time.
We should do that live. There's the corkscrews right there in front of the black rifle bag.
Oh,
go ahead and grab it.
Oh, you want me to
do got it? Yeah, we're gonna do this live for you guys right now. Meme.
Wah. No. Like literally, I was whining like a bitch to my platoon sergeant, and he's looking at me. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll hear you.
A private Popp, yeah. Wah! Get the hell out of here. I was like, that was a waste of time. But he's right. I need to quit goddamn crying. I need to grow the hell up, man up, cowboy up, ranger up, whatever you call it, and get the job done.
You do what you do.
Do what you do. That's exactly what I
think
did.
we need to make a shirt that says allegedly. Because now I'm seeing that a lot in the comments.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Listen. You can get away with a lot if you start it or end it with the word allegedly.
Allegedly.
Because when you do that, you're stating this is what you heard. It's a rumor. It's not a fact. It's just allegedly this happened.
Allegedly.
That's why attorneys use that word all the time because they're sneaky little bastards.
It's lawyers speak.
Yeah, they need to shed their goddamn skin or get fitted for a rope. I'm just saying.
Extreme chiropractic.
See, you guys got me so spun up. I'm actually doing power drinking now.
Go for it.
I'll be.
He's busting out the cold brew.
I'm gonna be lisping by the end of the night. I think I will.
Well, by then we'll fit right in with the potheads. So it's all
yeah. Well, potheads don't lisp. They're just not punctual.
No, and they don't slur their words like when we're talking about the Yahoo.
Yep. It is what it is. Like somebody who drinks is more inclined to engage in chick speak
than
a pothead.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
What are you gonna do?
I mean, I did all the time in the military. I really didn't know a lot of potheads. I had a few that were friends of mine that I would see when around here and there, and there were some stereotypes that were fairly accurate.
You know how it goes,
Yeah, just saying.
But I should have some butts on standby.
You should.
For this. I really should. Speaking of whining, crazy, drug-addled, stunning and brave people,
Yes.
we need to talk about the new and invigorated police response to stunning and brave protests that actually were peaceful.
Correct.
I don't know if you guys heard about this because it was on Tim Pool recently.
Put it on the screen.
But yeah, it's been interesting. It's kind of funky how, police tear. I'll do the voice here. Police tear gas and beat Trump supporters protesting lockdown. Conservatives furious with police. Gee, I wonder why.
All right.
I wonder why they would be upset with the police over this.
Let me explain something to you. All right. Conservatives are not the people that you want to have furious with you, especially in these trying times we have right now. Because BLM and Antifa, they throw Molotov cocktails and fireworks, and they're doing the laser thing. They're being a pain in the ass. When the conservatives get to that point,
yeah,
it's going to be ugly. And let me tell you, there's a lot of people in the conservative side who served in the military.
Just a bit.
Okay. A lot of these guys have multiple deployments under the belt. Some of them, like me, have multiple wars. And small unit tactics is taught in the Army because it works.
True story.
And that is what you're going to have.
But what really wanted to point out here,
all right,
there's I can't imagine why people would be upset with the police over this. I mean, could it be that there's a lot of events in recent history where police stood by while numerous cities were burned to the ground, torched, rioted, looted.
And the police sat by.
And they just sat by and did nothing.
And they had a conference with Jack and shit.
A little bit, and Jack left town.
Yeah,
we have examples right here. Portland riots continue without feds as local police stand down. Minneapolis mayor defends stand-down order as rioters burn police precinct.
Yeah.
And these are the
all right, now,
these are the crappy domestic terrorists.
I want you to imagine this. You have 3 platoons of conservative guys, military trained. That's roughly 90 guys. Sniper Overwatch, maneuvering on said police who are not trained to handle that, don't have the equipment, and quite frankly will shit their pants listen.
You're right.
I'm telling you. They roll up in their squad cars. Oh yeah, well, God. And all of a sudden, that's it. You got people putting down a base of fire. You got fire teams maneuvering. You got Overwatch. Either they quit, die, or run away. I mean, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, I was just going to say, BLM and Antifa are like the women's soccer of domestic terrorism.
Wow!
I mean,
wow!
You literally have people who want to stand up and pretend like they're really tough, right? But as soon as somebody comes running at them, ready to play actual defense, they grab their knee and dive to the ground like soy-addled kamikaze pilots. And then at the end of the game, nothing. Congratulations, you get a participation trophy.
Just like you have your entire life while you're living in your mother and father's basement. Oh, wait a minute, your mother's basement.
But this is fiery and mostly peaceful, right?
Yeah. The feminist single mother who can't raise boy childs to men. Just saying.
Oh, wow. it's just
Listen,
the rules for thee, but not for me, is through the roof on this one.
I mean,
We allowed the far left not only to burn cities to the ground, police allowed them to annex a section of an entire major city.
yeah,
And the mayor made excuses for it.
called it the Summer of Love.
Summer of Love. And it wasn't until after numerous black people were shot by people holding BLM signs that they finally said, actually, it wasn't even after that. It was when they finally went to the mayor's house
and did some shit.
did some shit. Then all of a sudden it was too much and we need to reel this in.
Yeah,
Give
it's
me a
out of
break.
control now. Yeah. Listen, I'm having a hard time discovering who the useful idiot is. Is it the government or is it the crowd of dudes like doing the crazy stuff? I really am. They are so off in the weeds.
It's
I'm like,
real easy to confuse them at this point.
I really am. I'm like, is it the policymakers who are the useful idiots, or is it the people like doing the stupid shit? I don't get it.
But of course, there's no bias in the media
No,
or in
no,
law
no,
enforcement. You know,
Listen, I'm going to be honest. I don't even listen to what the media has to say. I don't watch it. Like, I will watch a little bit of Fox here and there, but for the most part, they can F off,
Yes.
pound sand, and ram it right up their slot B.
yeah. Well, the mainstream media is why we're going through all the crap that we're going through on YouTube right now. It's
Yeah,
because they ignored the internet. You know the old saying, like, first they laugh at you, then they make fun of you, then they fight you, and then you win.
Yes.
What have you. Well, they ignored the internet because they're like, well, it's never going to replace television news. Then the market share dropped through the floor. Then in 2016, we had the adpocalypse. And then coincidentally, around that time, all the lamestream media personalities started putting shit on YouTube.
Yep.
And they were prioritized because they're authoritative sources who aren't going to talk about whether or not an election, which is completely above board and wasn't
totally
rigged at all.
Safest election in all of human history.
There's no evidence at all to the contrary, so don't even talk about it.
Yes,
you far-right
let's
conspiracy
not go
theorist.
there. I totally agree with them. Yeah, right. Gotcha.
Ugh.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on. Who do you think? This is stupid.
Keep drinking. We both need to keep drinking.
Ah.
Let's drink.
You guys need to keep up with me, man. You're falling behind. Yeah, you back there. There's nothing in your hand. Why are you not pouring poos down your throat? Get with the program.
Damn right. What are you guys all drinking tonight? Let us know in the comments. And if you're not drinking, shame on you. You knew what you signed up for when you started watching tonight. And how many of you are there right now? 1,404. We just cracked 1,400. Sweet.
Listen, I don't care if it's a Bud Light, whatever, Ultra, whatever. It's got to have some alcohol in it. It could be very little, like one of those seltzer bullshit things. That's fine. I'm not judging.
Does Bud Light even count, though? I mean, it's like piss in a bottle.
You know what? When I'm like worried about like my sugars and stuff in my bloodstream, I drink a lot of Bud Light.
Oh! You got to maintain your girlish figure. You
Listen,
gotta watch some of the weight. You're gonna stop by Del Taco on the way home and get half Coca-Cola, half Diet Coke. You fairy.
That sounds great. No, man, I was getting heavy, man. I got to dump weight, bro.
Everybody gets that muffin top.
Listen,
if we're
gonna be going into a two-way rifle range portion of our country's history,
oh man,
I need to be able to keep up and do stuff and report on stuff, and you're gonna have to run. That's just how it is. You can't run when you're heavy and fat. At least not well.
I mean, you can't run well when you're drunk either, but it's still fun.
Yeah. Well, my endurance goes to shit the minute I go over 210. Right now, I'm at 208. I'm trying to get to 195 again. We'll see how that works out for me.
People are blowing up the comments with what they're drinking right now. We
got
Foster's, we got Apple Moonshine, Crown and Coke, Bourbon and Coke, Whiskey Sour, Roy Rogers can't hold liquor at all. Canadian is cheap, Natty Ice, LSD. He went there. How those colors look.
Yeah, now that I'm retired.
Should I do my Christmas Carol? Should I do that again for you guys? If you missed it,
do it again.
It's beginning to feel a lot like syphilis. Do-do-do-do. It burns when I pee. Thanks to those bitches and hoes and schlitz, I can barely feel my nuts, and now I can't hardly see. I had to say schlitz even though it screwed up my rhyme because I'm on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
Damn it.
Now that I'm retired, I want to do that ayahuasca.
Ayahuasca, what's that?
It's a hallucinogen that they give to shamans.
Oh, shamans.
Shamans, whatever.
No, shamans is what happens when you associate with the far left too much.
Yes. Okay.
Shamans are like the priesty dudes in the Native American outfits.
They're the priesty dudes of no church.
So what is this supposed to do, though? Is that like the Vision Quest drug?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I've been thinking about it.
You've been thinking about it. Okay. So if you do this, you do know that we're going to have to make a video about it.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just saying. You can't throw this out there live in front of 1,400 people and then be like, oh, I'm just going to keep it to myself.
No.
The only thing you're allowed to keep to yourself at this point is your pay habits.
Whatever.
Urination, defecation.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm just saying.
No, I understand.
Everything else you got to put out there. If
All
you're
right,
going to talk about it.
I mean, I pretty much.
Oh, no, and fornification. We don't want that either.
I pretty much talk about my entire life anyway. Like, you can literally, like, watch all my videos. You learn, like, pretty much a lot of my Army stories. There's probably twice as many that aren't on videos that I have to remember. But, it is what it is. What are you going to do?
Well, half the time I'm, like, quoting old episodes. You're like, that's funny. Where's that from? I'm like, you?
Yeah. I'm just kidding. I listen, man. What do you want me to tell you?
Drain Bamage.
Yeah. Hey, man. You can't, like, replay your entire life second by second, willy-nilly. So sometimes you remember it for a while. Sometimes you forget it, especially when you have a TBI. Things happen.
True story. Still waiting on the Undead Chronic, gentlemen. I apologize. I haven't heard from him in a little bit.
Yeah, we're going along pretty good.
We're doing pretty good.
We're going an hour now.
We seem to be entertaining everybody so far. I hope so, at least.
Yeah.
Everybody's letting us know what they're drinking.
Yeah.
I got me some Jack Daniels here.
You know what? I'm glad the holidays are over because for me, especially at this stage in my life, they're actually fairly depressing. Just saying.
Well, especially since a certain unspecified election of unknown timestamp, you've been a little
squirrely,
a little squirrely, a little stressed.
Yeah, like literally for like the first week after the Schmeleshlen.
The Schmeleshlen broad.
Yes, my blood pressure was like crazy high. I had to go to the doctor. I'm like, hey, doc, my blood pressure. I show him the machine. I run him through the thing. And I'm like, yeah, I got up there. And he's like, Terrence.
You're going to die.
No, this is exactly what he's like. He's like, Terrence, is there anything stressful in your life? Really? Have you watched the news?
We just had the whole country stolen out from under us like a big wheel at preschool. What do you think?
Yeah, he's just like, well, you just take your high blood pressure medicine at the same time every day. Drink a lot of water. Take your vitamins. You'll be okay. You'll be okay.
Yeah, your vitamins. Yeah. He's thinking about like a single multivitamin.
Yes.
He obviously didn't see the Lair video where you have just like a pharmacopoeia of supplements.
All right, there's a funny story here. Like literally, I'm going through all the bottles and I'm throwing the pills that I take every day in a bowl. And just to joke around with my daughter, she was like 9 at the time. I like pick a spoon up and I'm putting them in my mouth and wash them down with water. And my daughter looks at me. She's like, Daddy, if you have to take your pills with a spoon, it's a meal. You have a pill meal.
It's pill cereal.
And I look at her and I'm like, wow, that's actually fairly accurate. I can't argue with that. I mean, she was like 9 at the time. I'm like, wow, you're right.
Your daughters have some good burns once in a while.
Oh, they burn me all the time.
I remember
now.
when you helped me move into my first house.
Oh yeah.
They came in and they saw the boards, the infamous boards from the first season of the show. And then they're like, oh, cool. And they just erase everything. And then they start drawing these morbidly obese stick figures of you. And it's just like, ha, Dad is fat.
Yeah, I don't get mad. I'm like, yeah, what are you going to do? Yeah. I take a good burn. You got to admit that.
You do.
I never get mad. I'm
No.
like, yeah.
You got mad at me for all of like 2 minutes one time.
Oh, the wedding one? The wedding dress one?
Yeah,
because I
wedding
had
dress.
3 NCOs looking over my shoulder. And they just start laughing. And I was just like, yeah, for like 90 seconds. And I look at it again. And I'm like, it is a good burn.
It's a very good burn.
That's funny.
Let me see if I can find it for you guys.
Oh, God.
Well, there might be some people in the chat. I mean, now that we absolutely know that YouTube is censoring virtually any channel about talking about the keepers of the baby batter going their own way, there's not a lot of people who are probably going to be able to find that episode unless they
Should we use
search
the
for
words
it directly.
selectively editing?
Selective editing.
I think
Yeah,
that would.
little
I think
bit.
there might be the trigger word out there for the
Triggered.
people out there
You
who
said
review
triggered.
all our stuff that censored might actually be a trigger word. So we can go with selectively edited.
True story.
All right, are you looking for the image?
Oh, I already found it.
Oh, Jesus.
But you know how it goes. I'm going to find it.
I'm gonna find
you wait
it.
for it. You
I'm
wait
gonna
for it.
wait
Hang
for
on.
it.
Oh,
There-
you
oh,
see
God,
it. There
there
it
it
is. All right, here it comes. And bingo.
All right, that was from the MGTOW video, which actually was well received.
Yes, it's still one of our top viewed videos.
And you know what? Listen, there's a lot of people out there who think that we're being silly and that we hate all women because we basically say I'm not getting married. I'm never getting married again.
No. If you hate women, you don't understand them. That's
Well, you can
pretty
love
much it.
women or you can understand women, but you can't do both. I'm just saying. And the way the laws are, like literally the minute you say I do, they might as well just hand you a black powder rifle because you're going to have to go against your soon-to-be ex-wife in the future armed with 21st century weaponry, and you still have Civil War equipment because men of today are being held to a standard that was set up in the late 1800s, and women are dealing with the modern stealth tech that is the 21st century.
But only when it's convenient.
Yes.
You notice
the
that?
minute things get difficult, they run back to the plantation, curl up their hairs and go, "Oh, protect me." No.
Yeah.
Not
when
doing it.
Trump killed Soleimani, or he ordered the attack that killed Soleimani, all of a sudden, pink-haired militant schmucks all over the country suddenly ran to the kitchen to practice their sandwich skills because they didn't want to get drafted.
I firmly believe women should be drafted because feminism has won. Men and women are equal, and that's just the way it is.
True story.
When the women were out there letting all this craziness go on, they didn't say anything.
Oh.
Now their daughters are getting outran for scholarships by men who identify as women, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah, if you think men and women are equal, you have never seen a person who identifies as a woman compete in sports
Or MMA.
against biological females.
I watched that fight where that one trans woman just choke slammed the absolute dog crap out of this chick, like fractured her skull and wrecked her. I was like, after it was done, I was just like, I didn't watch the entire thing. I watched blurbs of it. At the end, I was just like, that should not be allowed to happen. But that's what they wanted.
That's what they wanted.
Hey, look, one of my platoon sergeants once told me, Pop, if you stand in line long enough, sooner or later, you're going to get what you're waiting for.
Speaking of which,
Yeah.
Undead Chronic just said, I apologize. I'm still a couple hours out. I'm trying to rush back. So I asked him if he just wants to call us on the phone.
Yeah.
If he does while he's driving, cool,
Okay.
what have you, I'll have to go and get a cable for my
Yeah.
phone so that it'll plug into the mixer.
It is what it is.
Yeah, way to plan ahead, bro. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm just going to say, pothead.
And there was actually a comment in here about Nancy Pigface Pelosi or something. So that really does lead us into the next news topic of the week rather succinctly. I don't know if you guys heard about this or not, but it's really funny. At least I think so because I'm a sadistic bastard. Nancy Pelosi's house was vandalized with leftist graffiti, fake blood, and a severed pig's head.
Why would they use fake blood?
I don't
If you're
know.
going to sever a pig's head, use the pig's blood.
Exactly. I mean, you can check it out here. You can see the whole dealio. Breaking exclusive. Speaker Pelosi's house vandalized with red paint, pig's head, and spray painted message. 2000K or 2K crossed out. Cancel rent. We want everything. Let it never be said that the left doesn't like to compromise.
Yes.
City called to clean up at 3 a.m. and police attempting to stop photos of the scene. Media silent.
Do you see that door there? What does
Yep.
that look like to you?
It looks like a garage, Pop.
That is a garage door. You could load up a vehicle full of the same ammonium nitrate craziness that they had that went off in Tennessee.
Why are we going there?
And you could drive it right through that door. Because I'm telling
Allegedly.
you. Allegedly. That
Allegedly.
is what's going to happen next. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you went there. You could get us in trouble talking like that, bro.
Listen, I'm just making a prediction.
I'm not giving anybody any
That
ideas.
is where this is going. All right.
Well, this is what happens when you try to appease a political sect of zealot lunatics.
They have no idea how the world works. They don't have any idea about reality or economics or how money works. This isn't Star Trek, okay? This where you can go and like whip up whatever you want in a machine. This is the real world where people have to work. They have to invest time, effort to get things that they want, to mold reality to their will. You just don't ask for stuff and it magically appears.
Yeah.
Okay. In their world, it does. In my world, the conservative world, where shit ain't free and you need to fight for yourself because no one else will, and, fight your own battles. I mean, that's just the way it is.
Yeah. It really is hilarious. Like when you actually hear these morons talk, like on Twitter and everything, they honestly think that just the billionaires are gonna pay for everything. Don't worry. I'm Bernie Sanders. It's totally the evil people. They need to pay their fair share. And then, or how Crowder does it. I don't know what I'm talking about. But you should listen to me. Vote for me for president.
Let's talk about Bezos.
Bezos?
Yeah, from Amazon.
Bezos, who lost his pesos?
Yeah, he lost half his shit to his
Well, not
ex-wife.
half. It was like 38 billion.
Whatever.
Out of what he actually, because he's worth like 100 and some odd. Well, he's worth more than that now.
Are you aware that he used almost the exact same strategy that Sears and Roebuck did in the late 1800s, early 1900s, to become as huge as they did? Except instead of the catalog that Sears used, Bezos used the internet.
Yep.
And they're going to climb up. They're going to make all kinds of money, but sooner or later, someone's going to replace them. That's just the way it is.
Yep. And by the way, while small businesses are forced to remain closed during all this crap, Bezos is tap dancing into the office every day because he doesn't have to worry about closing. And then here's a good one here. I can't imagine why anyone would think that this is somehow arranged or part of a bigger plan when you're talking about 50 doctors and scientists who have turned into billionaires. More than half of them from China.
Correct.
China. It says right here, of the 50 new billionaires, 28 hail from the origin point of the Yahoo.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what we're
quite
seeing
amazing
now,
how that works.
We're seeing, communism versus the West, and what deeper still is we're seeing globalism against nationalism.
Yep.
I'm an Americanist. All right. I swore many oaths to the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Nowhere did I ever swear an oath about supporting the earth and the globalist agenda or the horse shit that they have, that they want for us. Because let me tell you, if they get what they want, we're going to be turned into a third world country.
Yep.
And it is going to be ugly.
Yeah.
And people are not going to like the results at all.
Well, just look at what has been happening in the Western world. In fact, around the entire world.
It started in the 70s.
It started in the 70s, but it really got exacerbated during this lockdown. the middle class are the ones suffering the most. And we're going to be moving towards a society that's like France in the 18th century, where you're going to have aristocrats and serfs.
Correct. And
And
that's
we all
going to
know
work
what
out
happened.
great, because
Yeah.
how'd that work out in France?
Exactly. Ever read A Tale of Two Cities? Just asking for a friend. We all know what happened to Marie Antoinette.
Yep.
She lost her head.
Let them eat
Literally.
cake. Let them eat cake.
Allegedly.
Yeah, while you're, getting your head chopped off.
Ugh. Cake or death? Cake, please.
I'll take the
Well,
cake.
we're out of cake. We only had 3 bits. We didn't expect such a rush.
Now your head goes in a basket, and you're not attached to it anymore.
A tisket, a tasket. I'm going to cut off your head and throw it in a basket.
That's actually pretty funny. That's damn funny, man. But yeah, I mean that's what I see going on here is, America has been around for like 250 years. Our government started as an experiment, and it turned out pretty damn good because it basically enriched an insane amount of people, more than any other country in all of human history.
True story.
And the rest of the world doesn't want us to exist because we are the beacon of freedom for the rest of the world. And when we fall, the whole world is fucked.
And not in a good way.
No, not in a good way. Not in a good way at all. Negative. Let me tell you what. Let me go hit the pisser, and then we'll do some super chats. How's that?
That sounds
All
like
right,
fun.
I'll be right back.
While you're gone, I might as well just bring up the next little bit of current event news, because this popped up, no pun intended, just before we were going to go live. I got this on the Epic Times, since we were talking about similar subject matters. Facebook shuts down page for GOP Senate campaigns just before the Georgia runoffs. Well, I personally don't see any problems with this. Obviously, they're just trying to, keep people from, hearing misinformation from some Senate campaigns that are going to talk about the erection broad. It really does just blow my mind, the amount of meddling that's coming from the same exact people who spent the last 4 years screaming about more Russia. My pissing hookers, my Manafort, and all this other BS. It just freaking cracks me up, man. And especially Zuckerberg. I mean, seriously, how can you actually look at this dude and think that he has traditional DNA? Look at him. He is the epitome of inhumanity to man. And this dude is in charge of most people's social media, between Facebook and Instagram. And one of the things that really cracks me up is that the new terms and conditions of these platforms, both Facebook and Instagram, not only allow them access to other stuff that's on your phone, which is how most people access both platforms, but they're now also saying that they are entitled to access other devices that happen to be on your network. So if you're using Facebook on your phone and you are tied into the same Wi-Fi as your main computer, guess what? Facebook and Instagram now say, well, we have the right to look through your computer that you're not using to access our services. Really amazing how that all works. I for one, I am completely behind this effort for big tech and Zuckerberg and all of his corporate cock-sucking conglomerate dickbags to keep us safe from ourselves. Space Ghost is on. Welcome back from the pisser, Pop.
I had to get a beer, too. I can't be drinking hard liquor all night. That's not going to work out well.
Oh, come on.
Come on, no.
That is a pussy's way out, and you know it.
Hey.
You pusillanimous pussycat, you.
Ah! Nice rhyme.
Nice rap. Well, I got that one from Daffy Duck's Quackbusters, but I think that cartoon was actually sampled from a classic. If you remember the old classic haunted house Looney Tunes where Porky Pig takes Sylvester to the haunted house, Sylvester can see everything that's going on, and it scares the crap out of him, and he keeps trying to warn Porky. And he's he's like standing sentinel by the fucking window with a shotgun until the wee hours of the morning, and Porky's like, I don't know what the hell is your problem, you pusillanimous pussycat, you.
Ah, okay, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that show.
I love the classics. And I'm trying to educate my son to appreciate the classics because the shit that I see on TV now that's supposedly for kids, it's for like mentally stunted, like mentally handicapped youth.
Teletubbies?
Teletubbies?
Like, I saw that. I'm like, turn that shit off. That is ridiculous. Let's hit some super chats.
Hit some super chats. We got a lot of super chats already.
All right! How many
and we're
people
still
waiting.
Now? We're still waiting on the dude who's supposed to be here with us.
He ain't going to make it.
Who's 2 hours from home, allegedly.
He ain't going to make it. He's rolling off a piece of poon.
He's doing something. I hope he's getting roadhead while he's on the road for 2 hours, driving on a shitty road, trying to get home when he knew that he was supposed to be there by 7:45.
It's not a big deal. I'm not mad about it.
I'm not mad about it either. It's just one of those things where I'm just like, what the hell? Come on.
It is what it is.
Is Chronic still there? No, he was never here in the first place. Neurosis 51. The Department of Redundancy department called. They want their screen name back.
Nice.
All right. Well, we talked about Sidney MGTOW being in the house. We got Steven Ortiz, who super chatted $5. Wonder Woman 84 is no longer certified fresh. Shocker.
I won't be watching that.
Nah,
I'll take a pass.
Like Patty Jenkins struck gold with Monster largely because she had a outstanding central performance from an actor that you never expected it from. Charlize Theron.
All right.
Since then, and like now everybody knows, okay, Charlize Theron can actually act. But at the time, she was a former Playboy model who was trying to convince people she could act. Then she starred in Monster, and for some reason, her outstanding performance kind of boiled over onto Patty Jenkins. And because Wonder Woman was a hit, despite it was 2/3 of a good movie and the last act was complete and utter shit, like masturbatory fodder of the highest order in terms of CGI and bad graphics, she suddenly thought, oh, well, okay. Well, if I can make a hit like this, then I can be a screenwriter too. And I'm going to have like a Trump stand-in for the 1984 year, and it's going to not make any fucking sense. And I'm going to force this actor with a very small niche window of talent to try to act like a human. That's going to go over so great.
Yeah, I'm not. Listen, if I look at any of the upcoming movies in the future and they are trying to sell me some woke bullshit, I'm out. I'm not giving them my money. I'm not doing it. They can fuck off.
It took me a year to watch The Mandalorian because of Star Wars being saturated with woke bullshit. And by the way, Mandalorian Season 2, outstanding.
Don't get me started.
You're right. Like the people, you haven't seen it, so shut your pie hole. I've actually watched the whole thing. It's really good. It does exactly what everybody has been saying. It does save Star Wars, but until Kathleen Kennedy is out, there is no guarantees for the future. So I'm just going to leave it at that. As long as that woman is at the helm of Lucasfilm, that entire franchise is fucked raw dog.
I'm sorry. Disney is completely at fault for shitting the bed on this.
No, she is.
No.
Because you don't know how studio systems work. I do.
All right. Now, if you're going to lay down $4 billion for a franchise,
you don't turn it over to a woman who hates everything about it from the ground up.
And then, when after the first movie comes out and it's royally screwed, you pull the plug on it immediately. Instead, they kept going.
No, it wasn't even the first movie. Like the first movie actually did lay some promising groundwork. Except for the fact that at the very end, because I was of the opinion, up until maybe the last 10 minutes of the movie, that Finn was the main character. Because he was the interesting one. Kidnapped by the Empire while he was a baby, brought into as a stormtrooper. He defects from the Empire, joins the rebellion. At the very end of it, he has a very promising character arc because he winds up going from a deserter for one cause to being willing to die for another. His character arc is interesting. But we're not going to talk about him because Rey needs to be the bestest ever.
Don't hold my hand.
Don't hold my hand. You misogynist.
All right. First of all, that they bought the They bought the Star Wars franchise. It should have been a no-brainer home run.
Absolutely.
35 years with the fans. In the past, when a movie come out, they couldn't even keep the toys on the shelves.
Yeah.
And
talk about foresight. Lucas couldn't get any studio to buy his property. And the only thing that he asked for when 20th Century Fox agreed to distribute Star Wars was the merchandising rights.
Correct.
Winning!
and he killed it. He knocked it out of the park. He knocked it out of the park, and it landed in another park on the other side of the country.
Yeah.
He made an insane amount of money.
He did.
Disney cannot. They have not been able to duplicate that because they basically shit on all the fans.
Absolutely.
They're pushing some woke bullshit agenda. They can't even write without recycling the same plot over and over again in the movies.
And that is why The Mandalorian actually does stand out, is because it utilizes the old mythos of Star Wars, but it actually builds on it in a way that we haven't seen before. And you especially, being somebody who thought Boba Fett got such a raw deal in the original series for being tossed into a butthole in the middle of the desert, and whoop-ha, that's all she wrote.
I am just not willing to go, oh, it's okay, I'm going to go back and watch Star Wars again after I've been driven off and told I was an idiot because I didn't follow along the plot lines. I'm sorry, Disney can fuck off.
Yeah, Disney can fuck off. But if you are interested at all in seeing whether or not you like the story of Badass in its current incarnation, because it is really nice to see a Star Wars plot line that doesn't revolve completely around the Force and magical shit. This is literally just a Mandalorian. He finds a kid. He is sworn to protect him, and that's essentially the plot that carries him through 2 seasons of the show. There's very little Force stuff. I think
and nor should there. The Force is supposed to be exceedingly rare.
Yeah.
Okay. You shouldn't be able to, everyone shouldn't have Force powers. And what's her face from the first whatever? I don't remember her name.
Ray. Yeah,
Ray.
Yeah. I'm gonna do the Jedi mind trick on my first attempt.
Yes.
No training whatsoever. That makes all the sense in the world.
Who in their right mind? Yeah, that's right. Kathleen Kennedy. Yeah. She's one that that's fine. Let's do that.
And you know what really pisses me off is that literally the only promising, and it wasn't even a story arc, it was a theme that was introduced in The Last Jedi. When Kylo, he's so dreamy, tells Rey, your parents were nobody. They were filthy junk traders. The only promising theme that comes from that is that, then the Force doesn't discriminate based on race, color, creed, or background or privilege. You can literally become a great Force user and be from anywhere, from anyone. And then Abrams comes back and tries to retcon it with the cries of Soy Woker and fucks it up by making her Palpatine's granddaughter. So now it's not even the Skywalker saga, it's the fucking Palpatine saga.
Yeah, and to be honest, I'm done with Disney, and as long as they own Star Wars, I'm probably not going to give them any of my money to watch any of their shit.
Well, the only reason I even agreed to watch The Mandalorian is because people who think exactly like you and me, who watched all of our videos that we made last year talking about how they just completely screwed this up and Kathleen Kennedy needs to go in for some extreme chiropractic for everything that she's done to this series, this beloved franchise that we all grew up with, they all said, you know what? I know exactly where you're coming from. I'm done with the movies. As long as she's in charge, she's not touching this. And you can tell because there's no identity politics. What's there is kept to an absolute bare fucking minimum. And there's actually a story and characters that you give a shit about. It still took me a year to watch it because I just didn't care.
Okay.
And then finally I just said, you know what? I've caught up on everything I wanted to catch up on. I watched every episode of Parks and Rec with commercials because I had to watch it on that fucking Peacock platform.
Peacock!
So, fine, let's watch The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I got one episode deep, and I'm like, this is different. By the time I got to season 2, in the first episode, they fight this gigantic fucking dragon that looks like... Have you ever seen Tremors?
Yeah.
With Kevin Bacon, the underground things. It's like one of those things on steroids. It's about the size of a building. And you see that the Mandalorian team up with Tusken Raiders, who communicate via sign language, by the way. He's actually communicating with them. You're seeing that they're not all bad guys and a-holes. And they all team up to fight this fucking dragon. I'm like, okay. All right, fine. I'm with it. It took me a year to get back here where I actually gave a shit about Star Wars again, but fine. I'm here.
All right.
Thank you for trying. I appreciate it.
Good for you.
Good for you.
Good for you.
Well.
And if anyone out there has any connections to Disney and the board of directors,
suck it.
Forward them this video and tell them Popp sent you, and he says, "Fuck you, Disney."
Yes.
There you go.
Please, for the love of God, just fire Cuntleen Kennedy, as I call her, and turn the franchise over to Jon Favreau. He clearly loves the series and knows what he's doing. That bitch doesn't.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that she should be like hung or anything, but
extreme chiropractic.
Not even that. I don't want anything bad to happen to her other than being fired and banished forever from ever having anything to do with any other movie ever again.
Well, the only reason she even got to where she is because she spent 30 years sucking on Spielberg's King Dong.
She probably did more than that. She probably licked his a-hole and his taint, sucked his toes. Played with his balls, stuff like that. Maybe, allowed some of her wrinkled grommet to get stretched out a little bit. Things like that happen.
Yeah, maybe Poltergeist was based on her vagina.
Maybe. I pray to God she doesn't have any kids, man.
I hope so, too. And if they do, I hope that their Forces Female T-shirts randomly catch on fire in an act of spontaneous human combustion.
That right there was like the nail in the coffin for me. I was like, no.
F that.
I'm like, F that.
F that and F her. Goodness gracious. 1,461 people watching. We are still waiting on the Undead Chronic, and I have not heard from him for the last 45 minutes.
Look, he's not going to make it in, man. He's in his
probably
car,
not going to make it.
He's doing his thing.
This was not
a bait and switch.
Clickbait. This was not a bait and switch. We didn't tell him that he was coming just so you guys would tune in. I promise. Look, I mean, I could show you the chat screen if you want to see it.
Listen, man, shit happens. Who knows what's going on his end?
Yeah.
It is what it is. I was supposed to do something with Coach Greg Adams early this year or early in 2020, and it just didn't work out, and it is what it is.
True story. It is what it is.
I don't begrudge anybody, so.
That was a long way around the block. All of a sudden, we got caught up in Star Wars. But, you and I can talk Star Wars for hours.
Listen, I love Star Wars. My grandfather took me to see the first Star Wars movie.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I skipped school in grade school and walked to the movie theater with my money in a sock to pay for the tickets to go see Star Wars.
And then when Return of the Jedi came out, you went back to the same movie theater with that sock, only it didn't have money in it.
That's
because
gross.
she had the golden bikini on.
That's gross.
That's true. And you know it. Because that was every teenage boy.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Back in the day. She was all right. I never had the hots for her. She's all right.
I especially didn't have the hots for her toward the end there. Like once she hit the hit the skids and mud flaps of middle age, after all of the alcoholism and drugs and everything.
Yeah.
That woman didn't just hit the wall. She smashed into it at sublight speed, and then the wall fell on her and buried her in the rubble.
She did not age well, and she died young, just like my friend who was like heavy into drugs.
Ooh.
I think he died at 42 in his sleep.
Okay. Undead Chronic is back with another message. He says, I'll try to get Zoom on my phone here in 15.
All right.
Maybe he's going to stop and, try to get... try to pound out some strange behind the dumb dumpster at a gas station on his way home or something.
It's all good, man. It's not a big deal. Let's move on to the next one.
Next super chat, Hammerhand. That's where everybody was talking about him. $20 super chat for the menagerie. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Nate V Ghosts Good Journey 420. $2 super chat. Sup, Pop? Looks like selection of drink is getting low.
What? I got a beer here.
No, dudes.
I just drank my whiskey. 2 fingers of whiskey. I had.
He had a salty dog.
I had a salty dog. I mean, come on. I can't be.
Oh, not
crazy.
only that.
I don't drink and drive, man.
What's on the bar is only a fraction of what we actually have. Just because I'm trying to keep it a little less cluttered than what it was while we're filming.
Because what most people don't know, when there is a donation to the to CC or to Redonkulous, especially one that says get alcohol, I usually always buy alcohol.
Okay, Red Pill Lion says, Blake, is this grunt speak or cunt speak? Back off of Pop. Remember your Ed Mike. Smurf my balls. I'm the co-host of this ship, and I'm the one who actually steers it.
He does not work for me. We work together here.
Yeah.
All right.
So if you want something, you can have a spoon so you can eat my ass. You don't like hearing me talk? Go somewhere else.
Again, it boils down to the English major and the grunt speaker. I mean, that's just the way it is. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, not for nothing. Redonkulous wouldn't exist without the two of us.
Correct.
Okay? Because you don't have the technical knowledge to make it all work, and I don't have the life experience you have to preach the lessons that you preach.
Correct.
So it really is a yin and yang situation here. So if you can't appreciate that, you can do me a big favor and go eat a big bowl of fuck off.
Woo!
With a double-edged spoon, so you can stick one end in your ass, and then you can play Switch.
Dang. Wow.
There was some a-hole last week who said, like, oh, you just riding Pop's coattails. I'm like, to where? Fame? On YouTube? As a red pill MGTOW dude? Are you out of your damn mind?
Listen.
I'd have better luck firing a bottle rocket up my own ass to go viral and achieve fame this way. You out of your damn mind? That's not going to happen.
We were getting shadow banned before shadow ban was a thing because YouTube was cracking down on MGTOW red pill guys back in 2015, 14.
People just, I just don't understand how we are growing on every other platform.
Correct.
Except YouTube.
Yes, we're going backwards.
We get over 100 new subscribers on BitChute every single week. And in the last month alone, we have lost, I think, 400 to 500 subscribers on YouTube because they keep getting unsubscribed against their own will.
Yes.
It's good times.
Well, I'm going to be honest. When enough guys out there actually discover the red pill or follow the MGTOW philosophy, which is growing day by day.
Absolutely.
There's absolutely...
Although, should we call it MGTOW? Should we call it something else? Well, I do like MGTOW just because it sounds like a Japanese Shimpo sensei.
I do.
I like was MGTOW.
I'm totally cool with the acronym MGTOW because it is men.
Well,
going
I'm
their
not
own
talking
way.
about that as being us cool with it. We're obviously cool with it. But the corporate overlords who refuse to sell ads to people trying to advertise on their platform using the keyword MGTOW obviously have a bad problem with it. So we may need to come up with another acronym or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
As long as we're enslaved by these corporate Kiyaka suckers.
Yes, I don't know. We can have that discussion later. I personally, as long as they don't remove the channel, we'll just grow on. Listen, we'll grow on other platforms. I always, ever since I had the TBI, I have the ability to see around corners and know things before they happen. I can't explain it. It's
Brain
weird.
damage.
And literally, I remember, I'm like, I told you this was like a month ago. I'm like, I had a vision that we're going to, at one day, we're going to be streaming across dozens of platforms and have millions of people watching our shit.
I just had to point and laugh at the comments here. Men guarding their own wallets.
I'm cool with that.
I like that.
Yeah, well, that's fairly accurate.
Yeah, but I'm totally. I love doing the live streams, and I do think that this is probably going to become the default format for the show going forward because it is so much fun, and because we can broadcast to, I don't know, there's a multistream.io streamcaster that can go to like 30 platforms at once. And you're talking about doing game streams, playing stuff like War Thunder.
I like driving the tanks and blowing people up.
Yeah.
I'm not that good at it yet. I mean, I'm okay.
We could do some game streams here.
Yeah.
I have I don't know if you guys ever heard of this. It's called a Raspberry Pi. It's an emulation console. It's basically like a computer, but you can actually go to a website called crispconcept.com and get one of these things fully outfitted with an SD card that has like 12,000 games on it.
But they're old?
Yeah, they're old games, some new games. So we could play retro games and shit, play some old arcade games. You and I could tackle Battletoads. So,
Battletoads.
The playable version, not the NES version, where you can kick the shit out of each other. What's the point of a 2-player game where you can hit each other?
Yeah, you know what? I really like real-time strategies, like the old Command and Conquer, Total Annihilation, StarCraft. I mean, I love playing those.
We could have some fun, man.
You build an army, then you just crush another person and then laugh as they cry to their mother.
Oh, you mean like, what was it, Killer Kid 313 or something?
That bastard! Don't bring him up.
He smoked you like a cheap cigar.
No, it was beyond that. All right, Killer Kid 313. He was like 9 or 10 at the time. I was laid up. I just had surgery, so I was laid up for a month, and I was just playing Xbox 360 because this is back when it was new. And I was playing a first-person shooter. I don't remember the exact name. But this kid killed me like 18 times in one game. And I would like respawn at the spawn point, and he would throw a knife across the board and kill me.
Smoke.
Like he must have been able, like, he knew the board better than anyone.
It really
was insane.
And that says a lot about, these other players too. Like, you spend so much time playing this damn game that you can play it blindfolded. I mean, yeah, that helps you kill, dudes like you, 11 times out of 10.
18 times in one game. I literally was like, what's your address? I'm sending you a bottle of whiskey.
Son of a bitch.
And he's like, on the headphones, he's like, I can't, I'm only 10. I'm like, fuck you. Fuck your mother.
Right, well, write me when you're 21 then, and I'll send you a bottle
If you
of
would have
whiskey.
gave me the address, I would have sent him the booze anyway. I don't care. I just would have said, have your parents sign for it.
You
earned it.
Away in a safety deposit box.
You earned it, bro.
Access it along with your trust fund in 11 years.
Killer Kid 313, you're probably 21 now. Here's to you.
Oh, man. Next super chat here. We got Matthew Thompson with $5 Australian. Why drink and drive when you can smoke and fly? Hey, Hog Slayer from Tasmania.
Yeah!
Australia.
Yeah. Calling me the Hog Slayer from Australia. Yeah!
The
Hey,
Tasmanian
man.
devil.
All right, just because you do something when you're younger doesn't mean it sticks with you the rest of your life. Oh, yes, it does.
Yes, Matthew Thompson, you need to change your name to the Tasmanian devil on YouTube just so we know who you are.
Or Smoke Devil.
Smoke devil.
I like it.
I like it. Shinobi Juan super chatted $3.49 from New Zealand. Oops, I just simped for T-Pop +1 shield.
All right.
Achievement unlocked. You are red pill simp. It's all good.
No, it's all good, man.
It's all good, man.
I'm not
Troy
mad
the
at you.
man with a $5 super chat. What's going on, Troy? If you go to D.C., bring MREs. D.C. mayor announced that restaurants will not be doing indoor dining and hotels are closing down.
Well, we'll see about that. And I am taking a bug-out bag with all of my needed emergency camping equipment. I think I'll be fine.
Yeah. Now, is this specifically, did this only come up in the light of this protest being announced?
They're trying to do a bunch of shenanigans.
Oh, yeah. So they're trying to de-incentivize people from coming then.
But, I have... I have individuals that are not going to be staying in D.C., so it's fine.
Yeah.
And I'll probably go pick up some rations.
Rations?
I don't really require a lot of food. Like, I can literally go 3 days, just drink water, I'm fine. But I might go pick up some dehydrated chili mac and some ramen, some stuff like that.
Well, you're used to that from Rangers.
Yeah, it's no problem. I eat that shit all the time.
Absolutely. Zach Red Pillar super chatted $5. I call them baby graveyards with today's abortion culture. Ooh.
Yeah.
To quote James Coburn, man, that's just mean.
Yeah.
That's mean, man.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
Nope.
I forget exactly what the ratio is, but I think if you include abortion in the total for stunning and brave people of color, it's almost 2/3 of homicides in a single year are attributed to schmorshmans.
I don't even know the numbers. We could do a show on that, do the research and stuff maybe down the road.
When
we get out of YouTube jail and we're ready to risk it.
Jail. Sydney MGTOW with another $2 Australian.
Outstanding. Are you drinking? Are you drinking?
Sydney, you better be drinking with us,
You better
bro.
be drinking with us, man.
Schlong sleeve.
A schlong sleeve.
I need a schlong sleeve shirt because it's so cold outside.
That actually sounds like the name of like a beer.
What is that, a sweater? No, it's a schlong sleeve.
That's messed up.
Traveler 4444 super chatted $20. It appears that I have cursed EIO or EIO. EIO. Now I feel like I'm singing the frickin' like old McDonald's song. E-I-E-I-O. I feel like shit, hoping to get some good laughs here tonight. I'll live.
Good.
And thanks to your $20, we will too, because
is
it
he
can buy some
infected with
booze.
the EIO?
EIO? I don't know. It literally says EIO. It's not EIO. It's EIO. But I'm guessing he means the EIO.
Listen, if anyone out there is afraid of the EIO, do me this.
EIO.
Go out to your drugstore, purchase vitamin D, take 5 to 10,000 IUs a day, take 50 milligrams of zinc, and get yourself some green tea.
Green tea.
And you should be fine.
Yeah, it's because it's essentially.
I have the antibody. I never even had symptoms.
Well, yeah, it's a thrombosis essentially is what they find when these symptoms get severe in your lungs. So take some aspirin, some good supplements, some zinc.
Yeah,
you know, just and take care of yourself. Get sunlight exposure. That's one of the things that really cracks me up is that sunlight is essential for a healthy immune system, and they're telling everyone to stay inside. Makes all the sense in the world if you're an idiot.
I'm going to be honest. I haven't done shit other than, I wear a mask because my mother, she survived, lung cancer. I don't want to kill her any earlier than she's slotted to die. But
extreme chiropractic.
Like wash your hands, do all this shit. I haven't done anything.
Well,
I wear a mask because
you don't wash your hands?
Well, not I go. Listen.
We do screen fives all the time. You nasty bastard.
This is what I'm saying. Like I go. Like my youngest daughter, she hangs out with me. We go grocery shopping. She comes back. She sterilizes everything from the grocery store. As soon as we walk in the door, she's like, "Wash your hands." I'm like, "Okay, whatever." Even though she squirts my hands with hand sanitizer as soon as I get back to the car. So now I have hand sanitizer. Then I have to wash my hands.
Why?
I know, it's crazy. Like I wash my hands after I take a piss or a shit like anyone else, but I'm not washing my hands 80 times a day. I'm not doing it.
You know, I've always believed in washing my hands before I take a piss. Because I know where my Peg D has been, but I don't know what my hands have been touching.
That's actually a good point. Wow. Wow. Okay. All right.
I'm just saying, like, I know where that's been.
Hey, that's one thing in your body that you want to keep clean. You don't want nothing crazy going on down there.
That's a true story.
I concur with that. I should probably
just ask Amy Horton.
Oh, stop. Stop.
Cauliflower crotch.
Oh.
Break out your drinking straw.
Stop. God damn it. Why do you do such things to me?
Because that's my job.
To make me ill?
Yes. Speaking of which, you need more booze?
I got a beer here.
You got a beer? Is all right. Oklahoma Bachelor is back with a $2 super chat. Drinking Ezra Brooks Rye. Winning, stay safe on the 6th.
That's actually some pretty good shit.
Yeah, I like that stuff.
No, I'm actually running with a group of guys, so I'm not going there by myself.
No, that would be foolish.
No.
Because you know what's going to happen. You know, the women's soccer of domestic terrorism is going to show up, and they're going to try to kick a field goal.
I'm going to be down there with a bunch of like old spec op guys that they don't really tolerate a bunch of bullshit.
Good, man. Sounds like good times to me. James Young super chatted $5 in Biz Markie's tone. Oh, baby, you got the VD? I heard you gave it to a friend.
Wow.
Riggs!
That bastard.
You going on sick call? What for? Oh, you're not going to answer? All right, fine, VD.
That guy was a dirty bird, man. Dirty bird.
I'd be amazed if he was still alive.
Me too.
I really would.
I mean, if he's willing to like just get syphilis and stuff, he had to have caught the HIPPLHIV. The herpaganosyphilades. Ran right through the list.
Did you ever see the Friends episode where Joey goes and he's a model? And he doesn't realize what he's modeling for. And then he's in the subway and he's trying to hit on a chick. And all of a sudden she looks over his shoulder and she was totally into it. And then all of a sudden she's like, oh, I just realized I have to be somewhere. And then he looks and it's him on the wall and it says, VD, you never know who might have it. Riggs!
Wow, that's brutal. Holy shit, that's messed up. But hey, it is what it is.
It is. And then later on in the episode, they're like, well, if it wasn't for me having like a bad Thanksgiving and you getting syphilis and stuff, we might not have been able to enjoy this holiday together. Riggs! I know that give me like a homo suspicion point for watching Friends. I don't care. Pop drinks, foo-foo drinks, it's all good. I made him a foo-foo drink before we even started today.
Yes, he did. It was quite tasty.
And he demolished it
I did.
like a boss.
I ran through that like in 10 minutes.
Polska Bob, welcome back, sir. $5 donation via Streamlabs. Good evening, gentlemen. Here's some money. Get some booze.
You know I will.
Absolutely.
How many times have I showed up with a box of bottles of booze and I'm like, hey, the fans bought this.
Oh, I remember you came in with like a whole box and it was like, all segmented apart with cardboard, keeping everything nice and separate. I was like, oh, Christmas came early this year. All over your Miss Piggy face.
Yeah, like people make some crazy, like they'll send me like $20, buy a bottle of this. I go look for it. If not, then I just buy, I go to default Jim Apple.
True story. All right, wait. Dude, where are you? Undead, where are you, bro?
It's all right.
I know,
going.
but people are wondering, and I'm like, come on, man.
I'm sorry. We're just doing what we do.
Yeah, no, and it's like, I just feel bad because, like we advertised it, put it out there. Undead Chronic's going to be joining us. So, I mean, maybe we have to go into a third hour just to get him on the show.
Listen,
We'll see what
from
happens.
what I understand, he's got a very dynamic job. So maybe.
Somebody bringing up the gay cruise again.
Listen, it's going to happen.
These
These are grunts, man.
I'm
They're
just
going to fuck
saying.
with you. That's just the way it is. Just accept it.
FBO director, are you a grunt? I'm just asking for a friend. Allegedly.
It is what it is.
It is really funny, though. It's like, as soon as everybody pointed that out, I was like, you've got to be freaking shitting me.
You stepped in
Gay
that one.
cruise.
You stepped in that one yourself.
I didn't step in anything. I thought I was going on to a respectable website. Oh, damn it. I'm going to rue the day that you walked in here with that fucking thing.
Oh, yeah. This is damn good device here. I love this thing.
Gaylord. Oh, thank you, Edward Sprankle. Bastard. It is funny. I was like, I'm not even going to deny that it's funny.
It is
It
funny.
is.
It is
really
funny.
funny.
What are you going to do? You got to laugh. What's the next one?
Let's see. If you guys want me to read these things in different voices because I do different impressions, I can do that. Let's start with a little Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh,
Does
yeah.
that sound good for you? Sir Dragonheart X. He super chatted $5. Everything has a price. The doom of humanity is created by humanity. Winning? Winning?
Well, he's correct. Everything has
he's
a
correct,
price.
and then it's winning at the end. I'm like, we're going to a dark place, and
Well,
then
no,
it's
no.
winning.
Listen, if you want to buy the doom of humanity, well, somebody just bought it. That's a winning. And they wanted to buy that. Yeah, it is. It's good. I'm totally
It's
good.
good.
With it. I'm good with that.
Let's go with that. All right. I love this. Chris Sherman says, Blake is married, but what is his husband's name? Chris Sherman. Now get down on your knees and aim to please.
Wow.
You bundle of sticks.
What an indirect. That's an indirect, efficient burn.
It was a very efficient burn, but guess who returned the serve?
That was actually pretty good. In a gay kind of way.
It is very gay, but it's okay because we're on a cruise together.
Oh my god.
Hey, it's all good as long as I can surf the waves on the deck, the poop deck.
Or the dick.
Talk about a poop deck.
dick.
If you're on a gay cruise, talk about a poop deck.
It's a poop dick.
Poop. Oh! Oh, we went there.
All right,
Oh.
next one. Move on.
Hang on a second. I just had to swallow the lump of vomit.
Move along.
Okay, move along. James Young super chatted $5. This talk makes me want to sniff my yeast-scented candle while sipping on Yeastenbrau. Damn YouTube censorship.
Yeastenbrau.
Yeastenbrau.
We got to write that down. That's actually
some
pretty
good
funny.
shit right there. Yeastenbrau.
We could do a comedy video. Would you like to buy Yeastenbrau?
Snidely says it's not gay if it's a three-way. No. That's
gay sex with a witness.
Oh, we timed that. Jinx.
Jinx.
Fantastic.
That is gay sex with a witness, man. Don't ever do that.
Well, because you open up the door to just all kinds of different shagnanigans that you didn't sign up for. Because when you're a woman, says, "You want to have a threesome?" You know, and you're like, "Oh yeah," because the first thing that you're thinking of is like her hot friend Stacy.
And the first
right?
one might be Stacy.
Yeah, but the first one might be Stacy, but once you get what you want, now she's got to get hers.
Yes.
And because you said yes and you didn't put stipulations on the future, guess what happens? Well, you may not want to be a part of it, but guess what? Chad's coming over Thursday. You can either choose to be a part of the spit roasting, or you can go sit in the closet and break out your drinking straw.
Oh my God! Stop it. or she can get all 3 holes filled at the same time.
What would you even call that?
That's I don't even know what they call it.
Richard Salad?
I know it's a DP where they double stack it.
Oh.
There's nothing but that little little layer of skin between, and then someone's in the slot A.
When they're big enough, you split the DP and you turn it into a slot Z, and then you need an exorbitant amount of TP.
Yes.
Which explains the
That's
human response to the EOW.
I remember bringing that up, and that woman threw beer in my face.
Oh.
And I looked at her, and I'd already asked her a whole bunch of questions over like a half-hour period, and I get to that part like, so, and I have a clipboard, and I'm actually doing surveys in a bar, and I'm like, so, be honest.
Be honest.
How many penises have you had in you at the same time? And she like literally soaks me head to foot with beer. And I click the pen, and I look at her, and I go, so I'll put you down for 3 then.
Down for 3?
3. The guy at the bar heard the whole thing. He's like, "You took that like a champ!" Yeah! They're all just laughing their asses off.
She's all about the steak and taint cheese.
I don't know, man. I don't know. She got really upset about it.
She's an beef and cheddar.
Her friend was like, "Oh, I can't believe you said that." She's like, literally like, "Call me." I am such a misogynist, and I'm cool with it.
It's cool. Yeah,
I don't care. I don't give a shit anymore.
If you guys haven't seen the newest episode where we came up with not 1 but 2 acronyms for the Redonkulous Dictionary, check us out on Alltech because it was O-Beef and Snarf.
Snarf, yeah.
O-Beef is old, bitchy, entitled, expensive, and fat. And then Snarf was selfish, narcissistic, apathetic, repugnant fuckery.
I can't believe you remember that. I can't remember that. That's good stuff, man.
English major.
That's right.
Grunt.
Yeah.
So this is why you keep me around. I'm not just here to ride the coattails.
No, man, that's actually pretty good.
That is pretty good.
The O-Beef came out, like, I remember you were just like, wow. I'm like, what kind of acronym is that? You're
O-Beef?
Like, O-Beef. I'm like, that couldn't even been any better. We couldn't have planned that out better, man. That is absolutely hilarious.
I want to make a shirt that says O-Beef and cheddar, and it'll be like, like an Arby's drive-through in the background, and then in the foreground is just a beef and cheddar that has pink hair and feminist glasses. It would look like Chanty Binks.
Oh.
O-Beef and cheddar. And of course, it would have to have the equivalent of a beef and cheddar's blue-dyed armpit hair.
Yeah, she is a wretched bitch, man.
Ugh. But you would still hate fornicate her into the next century.
I don't know if I would do that.
You told me you would.
Maybe. I'd have to be drunk. I'd have to be drunk.
Yeah. Things happen while you are intoxicated.
I'm just trying to think how much beer it would take for me to get to that level. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'd have to call it if the opportunity ever arises. I'd have to make the call of how much beer it would take or how much drinks.
There are people in my past of the female persuasion whom I have fornicated with.
Okay.
While perfectly sober, and then I will look back on it and think, I really should have been drinking for that. You've all been there. Don't even lie. Like you haven't. Don't lie.
We've all been there, man.
We've all been there.
Listen, it is what it is.
Have you ever been in the middle of it and you're like, what the fuck am I doing? Ah!
Yes. Hey! Yeah, I've been there. That happened, actually.
Yeah, it's good times.
Yeah, that actually happened.
Oh, that's good times.
Yeah, when the alcohol level comes down and you come back to sanity. What the hell am I doing?
Well, I don't want to talk to you when this is over.
I'm out. And I just start running.
It says no amount of booze can make a moral man, do anything that disgusting. Whores accepted. Isn't that a kind of beer? Whores Light?
Actually, that'd be another good name for a beer. Whores accepted.
Whores accepted.
That's a good name. Thank you for that.
Right up there with Challenge Accepted. If you haven't seen the episode, look it up.
Yes. That was the first one we ever had props.
And then we did
He did this.
Genocide.
Genocide after
where
that.
you actually cut open the sausage
with
and
a melon
scooped it out with
baller.
a melon baller.
I remember you're like, I'm getting horrible. I'm a horror mental
that's
image of this.
terrible.
This is absolutely terrible.
Because you just don't want to think about that.
I don't want to think about it.
It's terrible. Mike Phillips super chatted $50. Thank you so much, sir. I hope to see you in D.C. on the 6th.
Outstanding.
You'll be there.
I'll be there.
Hopefully in a hotel with good Wi-Fi, so we can do.
Hopefully,
we can-
if I can get a hotel and they don't close them all down, otherwise I'll be living under a shelter half in front of a fire with a sleeping bag.
Yep. Just for everybody out there, Undead Chronic is still missing in action. I messaged him about 9 minutes ago, and I said, "Where are you at?" Still nothing. So let's move on to the next super chat. Skyfall super chat at $5 Canadian. Sex is like playing bridge. If you don't have a good partner, you need a good hand.
Yes, I like it.
Yes. That's very good.
Yeah, or it's like doing laundry. If you don't have a good partner, just do a hand load.
That's
Dude,
good. And we're going to write that down.
We're so messed up, man.
Mr. Edman209 donated $10. I hope your day is well. Thank you, Mr. Edman.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. A Dinosaur 13. This is my Jason Statham voice there. $2 super chat. How do I unblackpill my SHTF plan?
What's that? Shit hit the fan.
Yes, shit hit the fan plan.
Unblack pill it.
How do you? I mean, if you have a shit hit the fan plan, I would assume you're pretty black pilled,
Yeah.
and that's why you have that plan in the first place.
If shit hits the fan, you need to be able to get to somewhere with shelter, water, and a food supply.
Oh man, somebody says, Blake, you have to roll them in flour to find the wet spot.
You know what? We forgot that in the fat thing.
That is one of my
Hit Fat?
favorite lines from The Last Boy Scout, which is one of my favorite Bruce Willis movies that no one remembers but me.
Yeah.
You ever seen that movie, The Last Boy Scout?
I think I have, yeah.
Oh, it's awesome.
But remember, we're doing the different types of fat. We didn't do the actual, where's the tit fat. That's
Yeah, we totally missed that. We must have been like, I mean, we're drinking.
Yeah.
We're drinking. We got the script up on the TV and everything, and I'm going through, and I'm like, and then after we edited the video and I put it out, and then we're shooting the following week, I'm like, oh crap, we forgot where's the tit fat.
And that's basically when she's so fat, there's rolls, and you can't tell which one is the breast and which ones are just rolls of fat.
Because it's like Jabba the Hutt. It looks like they got 3 sets of tits, and you can't really figure out what.
Plus back tits.
Yeah, and while they have their shirt on, I mean, you can't really tell, especially if they're wearing a padded bra where the nipple is. So you're just kind of, especially in the dark, you're just kind of going in there as a hog slayer, which I know you are.
Yeah.
You just kind of.
You're
on God's good humor at that point.
I never messed with women that were so heavy you couldn't actually identify titties.
Yeah.
I just didn't do that. That was way beyond my skill set. Though there was some super hog slayers that had no problem with that.
Super hog slayers.
Yeah.
So there's a delineation. You got hog slayers and you got super hog slayers?
Yes. And they would bring those super hogs to battalion dances and shit. It was embarrassing.
Oh.
It was embarrassing for some, but amusing for most.
Excuse me.
Hey, man. It is what it is.
Just slap the thigh and ride the wave in.
Hey, look, when you're in the infantry, those guys do not care. They don't care. They don't give one shit.
Let alone 2 shits.
There's no 2. Yeah, no 2 shits. Who's that? That's overpaying.
That's overpaying. Why? What do you
I don't
do
give
that
a
for?
shit. I'm not giving 2 shits. That's way too much money. You're overpaying.
Hippo Slayers, Slam Hoggers. Oh, we got a whole. The comments are just blowing up with that. Super Hog Wranglers. That's a good one. I like that.
Come on, stop judging me, guys.
And we got
Come
a new
on.
subscriber. Daniel Josiah Hendon has subscribed to the channel. Welcome to the game.
How many viewers do we have now?
We are currently sitting at 1,328 viewers. So we lost a few, probably when we were talking about slapping the thigh and riding the wave in.
Yeah, they're probably women.
Lauren, I hope you're still there because we love you, baby.
I'm curious how many actual women fans that I actually have. I really do.
Well,
'cause I know we have 15 who downvote everything.
Yeah, they just subscribed to downvote, which really, how devoid of joy and activity is your life if you have that kind of time?
That is hilarious.
Well,
Woo!
I don't know about you. I got shit to do.
I know. I mean, I certainly don't subscribe to somebody like, oh, another video, downvote automatically. Fuck them.
I mean,
I got better shit to do with
I'm
my
just
time.
saying, I got laid this morning. You could just ask the gay cruise conductor.
Stop it, man.
You filthy animals.
Stop it.
Well, I figure if they're going to fuck with me anyway, I might as well steal their thunder and roll with it, just like I would roll with the thighs and ride the wave in.
Nothing wrong with that.
As long as there's some good lasagna at the end.
Yeah. Yeah. That was actually a pretty good selling point.
Mike Phillips. I got to do. I haven't done any voices in a while. Mike Phillips super chatted $50. Please comment on the military lying to Trump about the troop withdrawals in Syria.
All right. Yeah, actually, I got some information on this.
You do? All right.
Yeah, they were lying to him pretty much the entire time because he was totally, we're pulling the troops back, anti-war. This has been going on long enough. It's just a huge money pool. And then
Not to be confused with Tim Pool,
well, I like him actually.
who apparently, according to John Rambo, is a diva.
Okay. But anyway, apparently, like he would give directives to have certain certain amounts of people downscaled over a certain length of time.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh yeah, that's happening totally." And then they're like, "Well, not so much." They totally lied to him. They totally lied to him. So, yeah, that is actually that's I'm sorry. Back in the early 1900s, 1800s, you get killed for that.
Rokuns says, Blake, it's not gay if you don't cuddle after.
What is this, prison shit? Stop it.
Although, that does remind me of my favorite point in The Boondock Saints. You ever seen that movie?
Yeah, I did, actually.
Yeah, the two Irish brothers.
I like that
That movie is really only worth watching because of Willem Dafoe. And he gets up out of the bed and he's on the phone, and the Asian guy's trying to cuddle him, and he smacks him on the face. I just wanted to cuddle. Cuddle. What a bundle of sticks. Edited for YouTube, of course.
William Dafoe.
And then he shows up in full drag at the end, and I'm like,
Yeah, I think I've edited that out of my brain pan.
Well, it's one of those movies that only survives because there's one actor in it who understands that it's crap.
Well, I'm going to be honest. Like, if I ever got called forward to be an actor, I would never do anything gay. They'd be like,
you're not going to be in Brokeback Mountain.
I ain't
2
doing no gay shit.
Boogaloo?
No, never happened. No. You need to touch this man's thigh and play along like you're gay. No, I will not do that.
Make sure you make out with him and break out your drinking straw.
No. No, I'm sorry. You can't pay me enough for that. I'm not doing
it. Triple Herbals. Super chatted $5. Boots while in garrison. Bloused or tucked?
Oh, I bloused my shit. I'm sorry.
Oh, this is one of my favorite comments that is also a caliber. We have a 30-06. or 30-06 from Tracy Wilborn on Streamlabs.
M1 Grand, good rifle.
Yeah.
Single-handedly destroyed the Germans.
Absolutely. Right. Get yourself a bottle of that nasty coffee-flavored booze you like on me. Thanks, Popp and Blake.
This is Jameson Cold Brew. Now, I don't know what they've done to this. It's like coffee-flavored whiskey minus the sugar. But this shit is smooth.
It is smooth as glass.
You need to get yourself this is not cheap either. It's actually pretty good.
Absolutely.
It's like a $30 bottle.
I'll do a little bit of Stewie here for you guys. Alberta Freethinker super chatted $5 Canadian. Wow, I never thought I would see the day that I became defund the police. They are not police anymore.
All right, I'm gonna be honest here. It is not just the police; it's the entire system that's jacked up. It is absolutely inexcusable that we have to pay another person $300 an hour just to have a chance at being equally represented in a court of law. It shouldn't be that way. And if you get arrested for some bullshit, okay, they should charge you for just that crime. No, when you show up there, they charge you with a laundry list of bullshit, which indirectly takes away your constitutional rights because it becomes exponentially harder to defend yourself against each and every additional charge.
True story.
Okay, so from the bottom up to the top down, the whole thing needs to be redone. And there's absolutely no reason why you need to learn Latin to understand law. Are we in the 16th century here? This is bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay, I fully am. I am on board with redoing the entire fucking thing, firing all the judges that are there now because they don't know what the fuck they're doing, and they only represent themselves, and starting over. All right, I'm done with my rant. Move on.
Welcome back, sir.
All right.
It's good stuff there. Let's check it out.
That was well worth $5 Canadian.
Well worth $5 Canadian. All 18 cents of it. Ohio Trucker 1 has super chatted $10. Bourbon 158 proof.
Ooh. Oh. Email redonkulous12.com. I need a make on that. I really do.
He needs to know what's going on.
Because bourbon, they should name it for what it really does, which means fuck it, we're fighting right now. Like whiskey is where we're fighting in the parking lot. Bourbon is no, fuck you, we're fighting right
now.
Yeah.
That's good stuff there. Alpha Dog Elite 3, welcome back, sir. $4.99 super chat. 769 murders in Chi Congo. WTF is up with that? Makes Mexico sound safe.
Actually, Mexico is horrid. It's
horrid.
Yeah, no. But,
and that's not even the murder capital of the world. Caracas is.
No.
And guess what country that's in?
What?
Venezuela.
Oh, yeah. Well, listen, there was a couple years back, there was a whole busload of college students that disappeared, and I don't know if they ever found them, and everyone covered it up. I'm telling you right now, if like one of my children was on that bus and it disappeared, everyone involved would get a JFK haircut.
Extreme chiropractic.
By surprise, from a distance, of course.
Of course.
Just saying.
Anthony Gordon super chatted $20. No comment there. Thank you very much, sir. It's Wesley, the I-70 Mad Hatter. His super chatted $5. I just want to know why the likes aren't higher. WTF, you maggots.
I don't know either.
I would have to agree with that because we currently have about 1,300 people watching and only 852 likes.
I know.
What's up with that?
I don't know. I don't get it. We should have 1 million subscribers. We only have like 125,000.
I've always wondered, like anybody who doesn't believe in female privilege has obviously never watched YouTube.
Yes.
Because there are channels out there.
Right, let me do an imitation of a female YouTuber.
Oh, you go for it.
Hey, I want to talk about absolutely nothing. And we're going to go over this, this, and this. Please like and subscribe. And then in 2 weeks, they have 1 million subscribers.
Even chicks who have a pretty decent head on their shoulders, like we'll say shoe on head, for example. And they have a head on their mouth and a head on their shoulders. Like shoe on head. she uses her webcam and a shitty microphone to make her content. Okay? She talks about a lot of the same stuff that we do with no production value whatsoever. She has over 1 million subscribers.
Yeah.
And you want to know why? Because she's cute.
She got
That's
tits.
it. She's cute and she has boobs.
She got a nice set of tits. Now, I'm not. Listen, I'm not slinging my snorkel around here on this channel. I'm just gonna talk mad trash and tell the truth. There'll be no snorkel showing or nothing. That's just the way it is.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to see some actual, if you want to see real boobs and landing strip, you just go to like Subscribestar on Patreon. You pledge $1 a month, and you get to see the
real deal,
the cash and prizes,
the stuff that
so
should
to
be
speak.
on
OrnPay hub. DeWall super chatted $5. After I thought about the persona for a while, I said, "F it, might live longer than the dog."
All right.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know either. Well, dogs usually die at 11.
True story. Shinobi Juan with another $3.49 from New Zealand. Give Hammerhand the link. He said he's keen. All right, Hammerhand, if you're still watching, if you want to get in on this, email redonkulous12@gmail.com. I will send you a link into a Zoom chat, and we'll get you on here for the last little bit.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah! Next one here, Bloggins, super chatted $10 Australian. Marie never said that. She was golden lied. She was giving them leftovers from her parties to the poor and starving after she found out about the poor. She was propagandaed to death by the revolution.
Okay, I can concur.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well, I mean, the winning side gets to write history, right?
So she was, from what I understand, she was still an Aceh, but that's fine. I think she was that way because she's just stupid.
I haven't seen the movie.
No, I don't know either. You can't even believe movies either.
No, they always screw shit up. Inquisitor Jack 45 donated $5 via Streamlabs. I can't make it to DC Wednesday. We'll be praying for you and our country. Doing a full gear check and clean. Been brushing up some informational reading. Speaking of aluminum being dangerous, any thoughts on thermite?
Ooh, thermite is one of my favorite things. Thermite can easily be made with simple rust if you grind it into a powder, and then you put it in layers between aluminum foil.
Aluminium.
And that stuff burns hot enough. If you have enough of it, you'll be able to burn through the top of a TANK.
You can't say tank?
Well, I'm just spelling it out.
I'm just saying.
Like I did a lot of improvised equipment classes in the military, and that was actually a very big vehicle denying device. Was thermite. It works like a charm.
Works like a charm.
God, it scares me all the shit I know.
Well, yeah,
I just pull it out of the top of my head.
It is what it is.
It's scary, man.
All the stuff that's rattling around in there, you know. You gotta do what you gotta do.
All right.
The Competent Man donated $1 via Streamlabs. Globalism, the 1990s, was originally supposed to be just about taking down trade barriers and promoting economic growth through free trade. Now globalism is having all these supranational organizations issuing more regulations and orders all over the place.
Yeah, and they could
Amen.
fuck off. I don't want them in the United States. They have no business here. We should run our own shit and be responsible for our own actions. Not fuck them.
True
Sorry.
story.
All right.
Globalists can
Suck my dick.
Suck my dick. Yeah, there you go. Hi, Lauren. How are you? I see you that you're still here, boo. What's going on? DeWall
Again.
is back again with $5 super chat. Zuckerberg once did an interview where he stated himself that he was amazed that people trusted him with their data.
I'm going to be honest. Okay. If and when this devolves into a two-way rifle range and a lot of people get injured and killed, I don't expect his life expectancy to be very much longer after that.
Extreme chiropractic?
Yes, he might get that.
Get his neck stretched?
Actually, I think that the people will just be so fed up with the bullshit he'll get blamed for a portion, and he won't be able to find anywhere in the United States that'll be safe for him. He'll need to leave the country. And even then, when it all settles down, he may or may not get a Hellfire missile up his ass. Just saying.
Okay. So now I have got 2 new messages from Undead Chronic. Says, I'll be honest, I was planning for tomorrow because I'm a dumbass.
Oh, well, it's cool. I understand.
So now I'm driving back from work
It's cool.
to the studio.
Dude, it's totally cool, bro. I'm not
It's
mad
fine.
about it.
It is
I
what it
understand.
is. We're not mad.
Thus the name Undead Chronic. It's all right, man. It is what it is. Listen, you know what?
Potheads, bro.
Pothead. I don't get mad. It is what it is. Hey, did you know that the lair used to be they used to grow marijuana in the attic?
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
No, actually, it's kind of cool.
Didn't
That's why I bought the place.
they leave anything there for you?
No, all right, listen.
Man.
Well, no, there's a whole different power thing that's hooked up there for the lights. So I'm looking at that place. It's a 2-unit. I'm like, cool. My buddy can live downstairs. I literally get a step stool, climb into the attic. I come down, and the real estate agent's just like, oh, yeah, you saw the attic. I'm like, yeah, they're growing marijuana up there. He goes, yeah. I'm like, that's awesome. I'll take it.
Yeah.
He's like, what? I go, yeah. Dude, it's a deal at any price, man. I just got to get the roof fixed. I'll be good.
True story.
Yeah.
It's a good place. Not going to knock it.
Hey, while we're at it, please find the GoFundMe that we had. We need money for the legal defense fund that we're going to have in the future
Lawyers.
because lawyers are expensive, and I envision needing one in the future. Just saying. What's the next one?
Next one is Stuart Barton, super chat at $2 Australian. Yes, get Hammerhand on. Hammerhand, if you're still out there in the audience,
We'll take
let
you.
us know. We'll take you.
Let's move on to the next subject, then we'll do some more. Super chats.
Jeremy Morgan, super chat at $5. Pop, I'm just glad you're not a dirty, nasty LEG 3505. I don't even know what all that
He's
is.
calling me a dirty, nasty leg. That's people you call who are non-airborne.
Dirty, nasty leg.
No. I got my airborne wings in '88 on my way to 2nd Ranger Battalion.
And then he's got this here, 3505 PIRAATW.
That's his unit. That's a paratrooper battalion. I'm not really familiar with the rest of it.
It's all good. The GD Bacon is back with a 223 super chat. Just got no damage, rear-ended. What did I miss?
Ha! Ha!
He must have been on the same gay cruise. I missed you, bro.
Damn! Let's go on to the next subject, and we'll hit some more super chats.
Cross Stuff super chat at $5. Hammerhand, if he's available, please.
All right.
We're working on it.
We're
I
working on
haven't seen anything from him in the comments here in just a bit. So next subject.
Yep,
We still
next
got a lot of super chats. These are from an hour ago, dude.
All right, we'll do 10 more minutes.
It's 10:17. We might need to just keep powering through these.
Let's power through some of them, yeah. All right, fine.
Sir Dragonheart X super chat at $10. Everything has a price. The doom of humanity is created by humanity. Winning also, I may be a spiritual expert. So we got 2 guys with that quote.
I totally agree with him.
It's not bad at all. It's absolutely correct. John Conte, not to be confused with John Conte, super chat at $5. Yellow dog of a cowardly cat.
All right.
It must have been when we were talking about the Sylvester and Porky Pig stuff. Who knows?
Yellow dog and the cowardly cat.
Cowardly cat. The GD Bacon back with 243. They did the Come From Nowhere arc with Anakin. Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
But even then,
I'm not a fan.
at least he had, character flaws, drawbacks. He wasn't the bestest ever just because
He was born from
vagina
the
and
Force.
reasons.
Yeah. Yeah. And actually, if you look at some of the story arcs, I think one of the Sith Lords was messing around with the Force, and then one of the side effects was the creation of Anakin.
And then I think there was a comic or something where it was revealed that Palpatine used the midi-chlorians to impregnate Anakin's mom, so he's
I'm not familiar
potentially
with
his
that.
father. I don't know. They're messing around with all that stuff.
Yeah.
Kevin DeLeo, welcome back, sir. $5 super chat. Pop should write a MGTOW book version of 50 Shades of Grey and call it 69 Slays of Space Ghost.
That's actually a good idea. That's a damn good idea. I could
like
probably write a book of all the crazy shit I've seen in my days.
I bet you could.
Wow.
You could write a whole book on rigs.
No, he'd be a chapter.
He'd just be a chapter.
Yeah, he's a chapter.
It's pretty funny, though.
That dude was a nasty, dirty bird. Why are you laughing?
Because it's funny. It's
Him
rigs.
and Viggy, my other roommate, who had the golf ball wart burned off the end of his dick. Why are you laughing?
Because he had a wart the size of a golf ball burned off his
It
dog.
was more like the size of a thumb.
It's still nasty.
He called it his French tickler.
And women let him put it in.
Listen, I'm not judging. I'm just saying.
Oh.
I was there when he got it burned off. It was bad. Bad.
Didn't you say it looked like a melon baller?
It looked like somebody had cut a melon baller at the end of his penis. And they sent him to the field with an open wound on his dick. I literally, he was in my hooch, and he shows it to me, and I'm like, ow! Oh, no! And I went and got the first sergeant.
Riggs!
And I'm like, hey, first sergeant, you got to see this. What's going on, Pop? I'm like, I can't put words to this. You just got to see this. It is a super critical emergency. And he's holding his coffee. He goes back there, and I'm like, all right, Vig, show it to him. He shows it to him, and the first sergeant's like, Jesus Christ!
Holy
That's your
shit.
penis! Oh my God, get in the vehicle. I'm taking you back to the barracks. You're not staying in the field. No, this is insane. I can't believe they sent you out here. I'm glad you find that amusing. Because I didn't find that funny at all. I was like, it was.
Well, it's funny.
That's nightmare fuel, bro.
It's funny because it didn't happen to me.
And it didn't happen to me either. And apparently, back in the day, if you're reporting into the special adult clinic for any kind of procedure revolving around warts, you showed up on one particular day and they burned them off. And everyone in the room didn't make eye contact because everyone knew they were there to get warts burned off. And that's just the way it was.
All right, next on the list, Horton Amy. Wait. Is that her? She's running for the door. All right, next. Riggs?
And step up, boy.
All right, step up. All right, let's go. We got the
Wow.
we got the belt sander and the
That's some nightmare fuel right there. I'm telling you.
that comes in handy, dude. I'm just
I tell you, this thing's awesome, man.
Next. Average Estonian super chat at €2. Here's some shekels for the booze chest.
Thank you. From
Thank you very
Europe.
much. David Little super chat at $1.99. In a past life, Pop is R. Lee Ermey.
You
Great
know
show.
what? You know what? I could replace him.
You could.
I could easily do it.
All right, you
I
have
could
to do
be
the line
that.
then.
I could be that extra that we need a military guy who can talk some shit and actually walk the walk and talk the talk. Hey, call Pop. Hey, let's get Pop up here. I'll do it. I could be a drill sergeant. I'm not really good at yelling because it's more scary listen. I scared the shit out of a lot of soldiers without even raising my voice. I can remember they'd fuck up. They look at me like, oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Come see me in the morning.
What's going on?
And they're like, oh shit. What does come see me in the morning mean?
I can just imagine you doing that in like that tone of voice.
Oh, yeah? Do you suck dick? That's bullshit. I bet you could suck a golf ball through a garden hose.
Who knows?
Let me see your war face.
Yeah.
Bullshit. You didn't convince me. Show me your war face.
Listen, I wish I can actually show all of the craziness that happened on my induction day in the Army because it was absolutely hilarious. I did everything in my power not to laugh my balls off because the bozo clown was in full effect, man.
Well, because you're Private Joker if you're the only one laughing.
Oh man, that was hilarious. Oh, it was comedy gold, man.
Private Joker. DeWall, and he's donating not just via Super Chat, but via Streamlabs, $5.
All right.
That was a lie. That's my best Maury Povich. I never fell on her. After she ran into me, I took my ugly stick and beat her to try and get her off me while screaming, "Get it off! Get it off! Get it off!"
While she was getting off.
Hog Slayer.
Yeah, that's what happens.
That is what happens. Again and again and again.
Listen, when you don't have time to be picky when you're only in the garrison 6 days a month. I'm sorry.
Oh, Brian Young says he super chatted $2. Blake, do reaction vids with Popp on Mandalorian. We could do reaction vids, but I don't think we could use any clips just because Disney is so dictatorial when it comes to the fair use crap.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting.
Plus, Disney can suck my dick.
Atheist super chatted $5. Raspberry Pi can also be used to make what's called a Pi hole, an ultimate ad blocker. You can also block Microsoft's OS telemetry and such.
Dude, I need one of those.
I
That's
didn't know
actually
that.
pretty cool. I didn't know that.
That's really cool.
That's good shit.
Ascension! With an exclamation point, super chatted $5. Psychic ability is a gift, Popp. Be proud of it. The same things happen to me.
Well,
I may have to have this dude in a stream.
I'm to be honest, bro. Some of it's pretty goddamn creepy. There's all kinds of stuff I'm not going to talk about here that happened after the TBI. Yeah. There's a reason why I write books about psychic stuff. Just saying.
So we have another person in the comments. Chakra Khan says, "Where is Chronic?" Apparently, he thought today was tomorrow.
Because he's hitting the hootie.
I'm
going to go hit the pisser.
I'm sorry about that, but it is what it is. I can show you guys the chat. If you're interested, just watch the cables, bro. Don't step on my cables. Don't trip and die. That's all I ask. And walk in front of my camera after giving me shit for walking in front of your camera. What's the next one here? Oreo Ninja 303 super chat at $5. Popp, your channel literally saved my life and talked me off the ledge years ago when I was having a train ran on my blank in family court. Thank you. All right, Popp. You saved another dude's life. What number is that? He can't hear me because the fan's on. I guess I'm going to have to read that one to him later. Either that or he's too busy jerking his gherkin. Alberta Freethinker super chatted $10 Canadian. What is the balance between compassion for NPCs because we were all there once and eliminating them from our lives? For me, it is when they attack, then time to go down. Well, in my personal opinion, it's what is that phrase? Ignorance of the law is no excuse. Well, in today's day and age when you literally have the Library of Congress as well as anything you could ever possibly want to research at your fingertips, and you insist on being ignorant or just going along with what your friends think because that's what they're posting on all of their Occupy Democrats Facebook groups and such, it's not really an excuse, and you're still an idiot. Moving on. Travel 4444 super chatted another $5. Sorry I can't spell. I'm not afraid of this C-19. I'm soon to be 65. I'll either make it or I won't. It's a very fair point. Popp!
What?
He's back! Can you hear me now?
Who's back?
You.
I'm drinking.
Oreo Ninja 303 said that you saved their life.
331?
331 dudes that we have kept from swallowing ammunition. Welcome back to the table.
That's 331 people we saved from having their brains die of oxygen exposure.
James Von Maxwell is in the chat. Welcome back, sir. It's only been a week, but we missed you.
The hamster guy.
Yeah, I mean, it's been that long since I saw him on the gay cruise. So. Next one up here. Mocking Monikers super chatted $5. What is your favorite Linux distro? Don't lie, you definitely have one.
Dragon.
Dragon.
Yeah. This is a funny story. All right, so I'm in New York. I'm living in this shitty hovel of an apartment with a ghost of a dead old woman. So in between her showing up and scaring the shit out of me, I didn't have cable, so I downloaded Kali Linux and cracked all of the routers within, I think, 150 meters of my abode, and I would do a scan for these open networks or networks, and one of them was ATF Surveillance Van 1. So I'm like, oh, shit, there's a surveillance van. And I knew there was a bar like 2 blocks down the road. So I walk out and I look around and I see like this van with curtains and shit. And I walk up there and I knock on there and they roll the window down, look at me. And I'm like, hey, is this ATF Surveillance Van 1? And they all jump out like I'm some kind of criminal. Hey, what are you talking about? What's going on here? I'm like, hey, man, hey, I am fucking around with Kali Linux, and I'm scanning the networks around here, and yours is named ATF Surveillance Van number 1. And the person who names comes up with the names for your routers and whatever they're doing, you might want to have them change those to something innocuous other than ATF Surveillance Van number 1.
Number 1.
And they like laugh after I show them my military ID, and they're like, oh, yeah, that's a good point. And so apparently they were like scanning looking at this bar for possibly using cable that they weren't paying for under the corporate rate and being open and after like 2 a.m. or some shit like that. I don't know, but that was pretty funny.
It's good times, good times.
I told my commander that, and when I had the female commander, she just laughed her pseudo balls off.
Pseudo balls. She left her ovaries into the toilet.
Yeah, while they were hanging out.
Yeah, there's some beat up old ovaries in the trunk of this used car.
Yeah.
Can you give me a deal on this? It's not for me, it's for my son. He needs practice.
That was funny, Brad. That was funny.
Chimera super chatted $4.99, not to be confused with the Chimera effect, which I gave to a lot of ex-girlfriends.
Which is nasty.
And nasty. On the catwalk, buzzing hard off the Jameson. Hope that brings back some memories. Winning. I think it does. Jake Duke, $20 super chat. Blake, can you do an impression of a guy who doesn't go on gay cruises?
Man, they're just ripping into you, bro.
Hi, I'm Blake, and I produce this show. Suck it. Winning. Exactly. TJ Franklin is super chatted $5. If all 3 holes are filled, then it is a spit roasting with the thermometer.
Wow! That is good. That is good.
A lot of thought. I enjoy that. That
is good. That's good stuff
good
right
stuff.
there. It's totally good. Yeah, I like that.
Pol's Kebab donated $10 via Streamlabs as a Patreon. Can we get some more porn in the uncensored vids and not in the gay cruise kind of queer bait?
Well, we're actually thinking of hiring professionals to do some of that stuff. So maybe.
It's good times.
That might be like chick on chick thing, because I'm not getting involved in that.
It could be. I don't know. It's all good. James says that I need to move the camera angle. I shouldn't drink so much.
You're not even drinking.
You are correct. Well, James didn't drink the last time, but he might be drinking tonight because he's not on the air, so he doesn't have to worry about it so much.
Okay. Yeah. I'm drinking.
I don't know. I'm changing camera angles around because I'm still trying to figure out what the hell works. And as long as I have this gigantic freaking screen in front of me, it's kind of hard to put one directly across. So.
Well, you could if you just want to show your eyes and
my eyes
the top of your head.
What are you doing?
I'm just saying, man. Just saying.
It is what it is. What's the next one here? Sir Dragonheart X super chatted $5. I may be a spiritual expert. Steel Dragon Prim 1 at gmail.com. Anime nukes, and you know what I mean. Pixiv? Remove the periods? PXIV? I got nothing.
I got nothing.
I got nothing too. Yeah, is what it is. Charles Ramey super chatted $4.99. Drinks are on me when you two make it to South Carolina.
South Carolina. Actually, I've been down there a few times. It's actually a good. It's a good state.
A gamer's journey through life says $2 super chat. Get my $100 super chat at the very start, right? Actually, I did not see a $100 super chat at the start.
Oh, we didn't? Well, let's cover it.
I'm just kind of going through here, double checking here. I see a 50. No, I don't see a $100 super chat. So if you put that through, definitely double check and make sure that you didn't get billed for it because we did not see it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. Is what it is. What are we doing? What's the next one here?
Ask me some gun questions, man.
Some gun questions. Pop
Guns.
likes the gun questions.
Guns.
Matthew Thompson super chatted $5 Australian. Christmas came early this year, like Pop's ex allegedly.
Oh. Yeah. So things I could tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Snidely super chatted $5. You can't roll them in flour anymore, Pop. It's illegal to batter women. Ah!
Oh, that's good.
Where's the applause button? You got an applause button on that thing.
Yes.
Come on. Yes. Outstanding.
Totally good right there.
That was beautiful.
That's it.
Michael Haloob super chatted $20. Thank you very much. MGTOW in the credits.
Okay.
We can do that.
Yeah.
We can do that, huh?
Yeah.
Kuro Ninja 00 super chatted $10. Hey, Blake, when is the next Tweety Bird Rainbow Cruise are you planning to go to?
Nice.
Just kidding. Wait, no, I'm not winning. Hey, Pop, what do you think of the M1A SOCOM 16 for an AR-15 alternative?
Okay. Anytime you do a 308 platform to replace the M16, you're going to deal with a problem with weight of an ammunition. Like in Iraq, my guys carried mainly the M4s. They can walk around with 13 mags, 2 frags, and a pistol and be okay. For you to handle that much ammunition in a 30 caliber bullet, you'd be weighted down too much. Now, I personally like any 308 platform for a designated marksman platform, which supports an infantry squad and engages targets beyond 300 to 500 meters. So I'd have to go with that. Now, there's a big, controversy right now because they're talking about replacing the 5.56 round and going with the 6.5 Creedmoor or a 6.8 bullet weight or caliber with a higher bullet weight. Because quite frankly, the 5.56 was supposed to do all kinds of internal damage to stop, bad guys or wound them to the point where it required a lot more resources to basically medevac those individuals and medically treat them. But when you're dealing in the Middle East where they really don't care about young men and them being wounded or whatever, and they don't have the medical, facilities to treat them, the 5.56 really just was not worth it's not worth it. Also, I had actually gone on a couple of missions down to BIOP when I was stationed at Abu Ghraib prison, which was roughly 5 miles down the road, to get individuals who were high-value prisoners who had been shot 3, 4, 5 times with the 5.56 and were still alive. Now, I can't recall ever getting a high-value target that had been shot 3 to 5 times with a 30 caliber bullet and survived. So the 30 caliber bullet and, I would say the 6.5 and 6.8 probably have a lot more stopping power than the 5.56. That's just my take on it. How do I know all this? This is scary.
It's
all
what
right.
you do, man. This is literally what you do.
I was an 18 Bravo. What are you going to do?
Could be worse. Your nose could be gushing blood.
Yeah.
Dario super chatted $10. Pop, I will be with the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers in D.C., a member of both. You can hang out with us on the 6th if you come.
I will be there in between operations. I would like to come find you and maybe do some interviews.
Sounds like good times. Michael Kimball super chatted $100. Half in the wrapper. Añejo tequila. You are the best. I out you.
I love tequila.
Me too.
You know what tequila stands for, right?
Yes.
Put your dick in a fat chick and fuck the police. Every time.
Every time. That's good time. Yeah, the tequila is my favorite.
Yeah, Long Island iced tea is who are you and where's my car? Yeah.
Alex Camarad super chatted $5. Hey, Pop, just wanted to tell you that I've been watching your videos since I used to be a worm delivery man. Definitely helped me get through that summer.
What's a worm delivery man?
Maybe he's
you deliver worms for fishermen.
Maybe he's an
or something?
escort for lonely housewives.
Oh, that could be.
He's a worm
Let's
delivery
hope that's
guy.
what it was. What's a worm delivery man?
He's FedEx. Got delivery for you. You got to sign for it. or UPS. United Pussy Service. What can Brown do for you?
Yeah. Wow. That's good stuff.
Yeah, the worm delivery guy.
It's got to be like a guy who delivers worms to like stores that sell bait or something.
Bait shop or something.
Yeah. I was just thinking that.
Flashing back to grumpy or old men in my brain pan. Let's see. Rotter. Super chatted $5. Blake and Pop Steve from Roxy Tube. Evil Tube Alternative. Hey, how you doing, Steve?
Boom.
If you want to chat, I got my mic all set up, or another time. Blake, great impressions. Oh, thank you very much, Steve.
We can set something up with that guy in the future, though.
Absolutely,
that'd be cool.
RoxyTube is a platform that is still getting their live streaming in order because they had it set up almost like a FaceTime thing where you just click it and it automatically goes live without any RTMP or stream key.
Whatever that is.
But as soon as they get all that stuff set up, I mean, we're going to be live streaming to as many platforms as we can possibly go for.
I want to actually get, like I said, I had a vision. We're going to be across many platforms, in front of millions of people.
I hope so. It'd be fun.
I know so.
I know so.
I saw it.
I saw it.
I know it sounds weird.
You're like the emperor.
I have foreseen it. Let the butter flow through you.
We'll see.
We'll see. Max Payne super chatted $5. Your mama.
Are we north of your mama line?
I think so.
I think we are.
We might be.
Okay, my mama. Well, tell her I said hi.
Logan Sichler super chatted $5. Blood Eagle.
Ooh, that's a bad one.
Not to be confused with Blue Falcon.
You know what a blood eagle, right?
No.
That's a punishment they did to Vikings where they actually cut your lungs out through your back and then put them over your shoulders, and then you slowly died of asphyxiation. And you weren't supposed to scream, otherwise you wouldn't be able to get into Valhalla. Just saying.
Well, let it never be said that the Vikings weren't creative.
Yeah. They were, they were basically feared for, 200 to 400 years because of that warrior ethos they carried around.
It reminds me, we were talking about the dude who married the sex doll.
Oh, God.
And then we were talking about, well, what if he decides to get rid of her? And it's just, he puts her on a canoe and he throws her out in the middle of the only swimming pool in Kiev and lights it on fire like a Viking funeral. Hey, is she my ex-wife? Hey, oh, no, don't throw guns. No. You drink my stolen night. Don't come back. Oh, you bastards. My new wife inside. I go? Okay, good.
That's pretty funny.
I still can't believe that.
No, it's got to be a If
you guys have not seen that video, a Kazakhstani bodybuilder married a sex doll after a 1-year courtship, or it was like an 8-month courtship, and then he proposed to her, and she said yes.
Yeah, come on.
Wow.
No, it's got to be a gimmick, man. It can't be.
It's got to be a publicity stunt. But if it's not, that just makes it even funnier.
If it's not, well, first of all, he is in one of the stands, and you do crazy stuff like that, your life expectancy goes way down. Just saying. Because there's a certain religion of peace.
There's a certain religion of, especially in Kazakhstan.
Yeah, that will have severe problems with what you're doing. I'm just saying, and it's the truth.
Ugh.
Next one.
Troy the Man super chatted $2. I dumped all of my stocks. Probably smart.
I would say so. I'm going to be honest. The success we've seen in the stock market with virtually every business closed, nobody doing business, is being artificially inflated. Now, when that stops, it's going to get ugly for a lot of people real quick. So that is probably not an unwise thing to do. Just saying.
Yeah. Everything that the lamestream media was trying to convince you would happen after Orange Man got elected 4 years ago
Didn't happen.
didn't happen. And you'll notice how quiet they're being now. So guess what's coming down the pipe?
Well, listen, when everyone loses everything that they've ever had, especially individuals who've saved up a lot of money for this retirement they're supposed to get, and all of a sudden that goes away, yeah, it's not going to be pretty. It's going to be a bloodbath. I'm not being Mr. Doom and Gloom. I'm just telling you the way it shakes out.
Extreme chiropractic.
And the way it always has played out throughout all of human history.
First Domino says money printer goes brr, brr, brr. What, are they using a dot matrix printer to make the money now? Oh, man, I remember that we did the episode where we were talking about the tech bubble, and we went on to have that whole rant on dot matrix printers. That was comedy gold.
Yeah.
Try to reprint a freaking research paper 2:30 a.m. in the morning. You know, you're bending off that little piece of paper on the edge with all the holes in it. You got to do it. And like, oh, shit.
I've done that.
I've
done that. I've done that. I've done that. When I was in college, I had a Panasonic case something or other that was a dot matrix printer, and my family hated me.
I just tried to print a research paper.
Like, Mom, what do you want from me? It's due tomorrow.
Go back to bed.
I've actually lived that. It is funny, though.
It's good times. What do we got here? Tim Reuter super chatted $5. No comment that I can see there. Thank you very much. Reaper01 super chatted $5. Parents and I both tested positive for the Yahoo, but we're all fine. Just got dark in here, by the way.
All right.
What did somebody says? Hey, you missed my message. Scroll back up. Pilot Mylar Matt. I did not see anything in the feed. I'm sorry. I'll double check it later. Let's see. Inquisitor Jack, 45, donated $5.56. If we make it through the month, I will send you some of Maryland's local distillery output. Thanks
Please.
For what you do.
I do. Yeah, I would love it. The more alcohol, the better.
The more alcohol, the better.
Now, listen, I drink all kinds of stuff. I'm cool with that. But normally, when I go to bed at night, it doesn't matter. I just drink it to sleep.
Yeah.
So if it's cheap, I don't care. If it reminds me, on the way back, I'm probably going to pick up some gin.
Gin?
Dude, it's almost 11 o'clock. Can you believe that?
I know, right?
What the fuck?
Oh, I just found it. Okay, Pilot Mylar Matt, $50 super chat. Hey, Pop, thanks for all that you and Blake do to make this a great effing channel. You helped out another vet man. Thanks. Use the money to help fund your trip to help DC. Don't leave your sidekick behind. Well, unfortunately, I got to be back here handling stuff for the show as well as other things.
He's got a young kid and he's married, so he can't go. Number two, this has the potential of being exceptionally dangerous. Number three, my kids are pretty much all grown up, and I have ventured into the realm of expendability. So if I get clipped, some people are going to get a lot of money, mainly my kids, and that's just the way it is. So it is what it is.
He's a man of reality, just like breathing down his neck like a greedy
I've been to
hooer.
3 wars, man.
I know. You've been there.
So
you've done
it is
that.
what it is.
Ohio Trucker won Super Chat at $10. My bad. It's Rum Bacardi 151. Ooh.
Oh, that's actually damn good. I've had that before.
Yeah. Got it for Christmas. Just looked, and it was discontinued in 2016.
Well, I just bought some 151.
Are they going to blame that on Orange Man too?
What's discontinued? 151?
Yeah.
No way. I just bought some of that.
That'd be messed up.
150. That shit catches on fire too. It's awesome. Fire. That's an instant Molotov cocktail. Just add a sock.
See, now there is our new intro for the show. We'll just light some stuff on fire on the bar.
No. You don't have fire in the house, man, because you got like carpeting and things can go crazy.
Well, I had a freaking candle explode on New Year's Eve for no damn reason. And I didn't plan that.
Haunted.
Just like my Night of the Living Dead
Yeah,
poster jumping
you
around
probably
in the
had a
background.
relative show up and things went crazy. that happens.
Alex Kamarad with another $5 super chat. Are the things that could be used as effective body armor around the home or business?
Not really.
Nah.
No. No, if you want body armor, you buy something called body armor.
Well, we were at when we did our last ride and roast. You and I stopped by an airsoft store,
Yes.
and that's actually, you know what? You should talk about that a little bit. You know, because you can actually get yourself some really good tactical gear for less price.
For airsoft prices.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not an idiot. Okay. You can get a plate carrier there, but it won't have the Kevlar inserts. It won't have the ballistic plates. You have to buy those. But you're getting a tactical vest that'll hold 9 30-round magazines and have 2 equipment pockets that will accept plates, and you can buy the thing for like $45. If you want to buy a tactical vest that does the same thing, you're talking like $250. And they're made at the same place.
Yeah.
They're made of the same material.
You can essentially just jimmy rig it after you buy it for the cheaper price, right?
We call that monkey rigging.
Monkey rigging, whatever.
There's another word we can use, but we won't use that. Just saying.
I said whatchamajigger. I didn't say whatchama space
I hear
ghost.
you. I hear you. You didn't say the married woman, thing.
The married woman thing. What?
The naggers. You've been married. If you've been married more than 3 years, you turn into a nagger. You're always bitching about everything, and you're never satisfied or happy. That's the Western woman who's married today. Just saying. Okay. Very few women who are married in the Western world are happy beyond 3 years. That's why they all take head meds. And I'm glad you laugh. I'm glad you're laughing.
It caught me completely off guard. It's just the married woman thing. Like, what the fuck? Oh, okay.
I'm glad you find that amusing.
You sick bastard.
I am. That's why.
It's all good.
That's why all these people. Why we have over 1,000 people watch me right now, because I'm a sick bastard.
1137, which brings back bad Blockbuster video memories. Scoped Wrecker super chatted $20. I don't see a comment there, but it could have been an emoji. Who knows? Thank you very much. Matthew
you.
Thompson super chatted $5 Australian. Keep up the good work, Evil Hobbit.
I'm a hobbit?
Well, yeah, because you get first sleep and second sleep, whereas
Okay.
regular hobbits get first breakfast and second breakfast.
Well, these are like today. I had a really good second sleep.
Well, it's good.
Yeah.
That explains why you're so spun up today.
Yeah, I woke up at 5 and I didn't fall. I fell back asleep at 8 and then I woke up at noon.
Nice.
Yes, it was very good.
Stuart Barton, super chatted $2 Australian. Desert Eagle or S&W 500?
Well, we're talking to 50 caliber pistols. Now, 50 caliber pistols, you're gonna pay 50 caliber ammo prices. Those are crazy expensive bullets unless you load them yourself and you make your own bullets. Like literally melt lead or pewter and like forge your own bullets.
Yeah.
Those things are like they're almost as expensive as buying, 50 caliber sniper rifle rounds. Sniper rifle rounds. Sorry, I'm drinking. I'm drinking. All right, stop it. I told you I was going to be slurring by the end.
Oh, could you send the sniper up to the hill there and make sure you shoot the sniper, sir? Snipe.
The guy who shoots stuff from a distance. Get him. But yeah, you're probably, the Desert Eagle is an automatic platform, and I believe the Smith & Wesson 50 is a revolver platform. Revolver platform is more reliable. I've actually fired the revolver platform, and let's just put it this way: I squeezed off the round, and my hat flew off my head.
I don't want to hear about you squeezing off anything, Hog Slayer.
Yeah. I'm just telling you, man, that those 50 caliber pistol rounds are hell.
So in the comments, I just got to let you know here, because we're talking about naggers,
Oh no.
Rufus rigging, and nagger ragged.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Woo!
sick bastard.
That- oh,
See, this
that's
is
good.
why we do live streams, is because of shit like this.
We got write that down, Nagger Rag.
Nagger ragged. It's so much more fun when we got live people in the comments giving us fresh comedy gold.
God, that is good. I got Nagger
I
Rag.
got nagger rag.
Yeah, she was yelling at me and she was on her period. No, but I'm serious. I'm serious. Like, can anyone out there who's been married more than 3 years honestly tell me that their wife doesn't like nag them? I'm just saying. Shut up. You don't count. I'm just saying. Come on. I'm waiting.
Black Magic says nag hers.
Mm.
It's good times.
No.
Next,
Woo!
Bacon is back with a 308. What are good pistol / carbine combo / caliber?
Pistol, carbine, caliber. Let's see. I would go with a 9mm. You can get a 9mm.
Those are expensive lately, though. You remember when you and I stopped over
Yeah.
at the one store,
Yeah. Well,
and
they
you were
didn't
like,
used to
they
be.
cost what?
They didn't used to be that expensive. But typically, if you're going to carry a carbine and a pistol that run off of the same round, which is what I assume you're saying, probably the best one to get your hands on with the cheapest ammo is a 9mm. Because we are evil hairless monkeys. You can take us out with a 22. A 9mm is more than enough to put you into your dirt nap permanently.
I'm sure that is one of the things that the powers that be, the Balls Deep State, didn't plan on when they started their stunning and brave Doc Lounds.
Yeah.
They didn't think that people were just going to flock in droves to the ammunition store, and we're going to have more first-time gun buyers in the history of this country than we've ever had
Correct.
in such a short period of time.
Correct.
Just like, they shut down education, so now you have people teaching their kids from home. So the nuclear family that you've spent the last 50 years destroying with a nuclear
40.
bomb, you suddenly kind of forced them back together again.
Well,
In a way.
In a way, yes.
I mean, yes, we've had a record number of divorces and, domestic violence.
You haven't seen anything. There's going to be so many
I'm just
dudes
saying.
running for the exit. It's going to be comedy gold. I cannot wait. I'm actually, like, when this whole COVID thing, I'm going to go hang out at the
Kung flu.
Well, when the Kung Flu, when this is all over, I'm going to go hang out at the Macomb County and interview dudes. So you filed for divorce?
Oh, really?
Why? What's going on?
Well,
Oh, she turned into a nagger during the EIU times.
yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, I really want to talk to some people. It's comedy gold, man.
It
You
is.
can't make this up.
It is. What are you going to do? Mr. Nautical, super chatted $19.99. Pop EO Tech with magnifier or scope?
Let's be honest. Okay, EO Tech with a magnifier, you're probably really gonna get a 3 to 5 power magnifier. Is that good? Yeah, probably not. Depending upon what you want to use it for. Now, if you have a standard battle rifle,
Rifer?
I've been drinking.
Oh, you doing Rifer? Oh, how's your Rifer?
You're going to be engaging targets mainly from 350 meters to 0 meters. You don't really need a magnifier. Now, if you're going to use a scope, chances are,
You might not meet a Magnum fire, but you might meet a Magna rifle.
like for instance, I have a scope, first focal plane on my 6.5 Creedmoor, which I don't own at all. It lost in a tragic boating accident. But that particular rifle,
Please don't come to my house and look for it.
well, used to be, before I lost it, it used to be able to print 6-inch groups out of
I lost it at sea, okay? Allegedly.
6-inch groups at 600 meters.
I only allegedly had it in the first place.
So it all depends upon what you want the rifle for. If you want to do designated marksmanship, sense, or sniper work, you want the scope. If you're doing stuff, 350 meters and closer, maybe get a three power magnifier at max.
You rifing with me, bro?
I'm rifing with
You
you.
rifing with me.
I'm rifing
you
with you.
bastard.
I'm drinking. My tongue is numb. What do you want from me, man?
I don't want anything from you, man. Just, try
I'm
not
just
to
saying.
leave me at the port of the gay cruise.
Stop it. Don't even go there with me. I'm not involved in any of your gay games.
You're just mad because I caught you with your drinking straw.
Ah! Shut up.
Speaking of which, one guy in the comments was like, what the hell is up with the drinking straw? Okay,
Oh,
go to our
God,
channel.
Stop
and
it.
you need to search for the video called "We Need to Sleep with Other People" or something like that. It was a direct response to an article that CNN put out where cuckolding it could be a positive thing. I guess depending on the couple.
At what point?
Dumbest shit in the world.
Well, first of all, as a dude, what is the positive portion or the positive aspect on watching the woman that you swore to take care of for the rest of your life through
Getting
sickness or
plowed
health?
like the freaking parking lot on a ski resort.
Yes. What advantage is there in that for you? You're paying the bills. Well, some other dude shows up and plows your woman. There is no upside to this at all. Just saying.
I don't know. And the funny thing is that I've actually had dudes like leave comments like, well, that's not exactly what it's like. Like, oh, really? You're going to try to actually justify this.
So we're justifying. Get out of here.
Well, piss off, grasshopper. Ugh.
I'm sorry.
I don't want to hear about this gay
I'm
sex
sorry.
with a witness crap.
I'm doing a video coming up. I'm actually putting the paperwork together called what it actually runs a person to stay married for the long haul. How many houses you have to go through, how many times you have to upgrade everything, what that costs, plus the cost of raising kids. It is astronomically high.
True story.
And there's a reason why men die younger, because they want to. They're slaves. They're like, this is crazy. I've been doing all this shit for all these years. That's it. I'm done. Put me in the dirt. I'm done. Next.
Yeah, you go walking through the cemetery and you see the tombstone of the couple. And the dude dies like 10 years before the chick. You walk by with a bottle of Jack in your hand. You're like, lucky bastard.
Exactly.
I'm just saying. Next up on the list here, we got Tracy Wilborn with a 308. Oh, I think that's one we just met. Alex Camerad, super chatted another $5. When I delivered worms in the thumb.
Okay, so he's in Michigan.
He's a Michigan dude.
Michigan.
I drove for a Waltz Crawlers.
Waltz Crawlers? I've heard of them.
Yeah, I have too.
Wow. Okay.
Delivered on Dixie Highway in Clarkston every other Thursday.
I used to. Oh my God.
It sounds like a chick who's got an OnlyFans up there.
No. I used to hang out. All right. Sensei used to own a house on a lake up there in Lapeer, and I would go hang out there and fish, and we bought those fucking things at the bait store down the street.
You're slurring so bad.
Yeah.
We've been drinking for like.
I gotta stop drinking, man.
We're on 3 hours and 6 minutes of like pure drinking.
I had 2 fingers of whiskey. I'm now on my second beer plus a mixed drink with whatever was in there.
Don't judge us. I'm just saying this is liquid humor.
This one is.
I remember the first time you ever got drunk doing this show was when we were doing Dude Law.
Was that the Guinness?
That was the Guinness.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was the Guinness Extra Stout.
And it hit me like that.
I think you had 2 bottles.
Yeah. And that's when like on my
My
third one,
tongue is numb.
I'm literally like, my tongue is numb. It like literally was kicking my ass.
James Maxwell is in the chat. He says, Michigan, pure Michigan. Hey, you want to have a drink of water? Not necessarily.
Yeah, well.
We all know what happens up in Flint.
Well, there's Flint, and then there's the PFAS poisoning that's taking place in about 1/3 of the state.
It's good times.
I'll give you some kidney cancer.
But by all means, let's focus on the disease that you have a 99.97% chance of surviving, or an 80% chance of getting over without ever knowing you had it. But by all means, we're going to force you to take the vaccine that only gives you an additional 14% chance of not having symptoms.
Yeah.
Give me a break of that Kit Kat bar. Thank you very much.
Actually, I bought one of my daughters a whole case of Kit Kats for Christmas.
See, now that's a good dad right there. I opened up my Christmas stocking this year, and I found a pussy in it. But right next to that, I found Kit Kats and Reese's. Reese's is my all-time favorite.
I can't stand peanut butter candy.
You don't like peanut butter candy?
No, I can't
What
stand
the hell,
it.
bro?
Can't stand it.
We can't be friends anymore.
Sorry. I just can't do it.
Damn it.
Yeah. Terrible story there.
All right. Who's with me? Who's with me on Reese's? Let me know in the comments.
Next one.
Next super chat. Holy crap. Oh, actually, you know what? This is Pilot Mylar Matt, the one who said that we hadn't gotten to his comment yet. Oh, we did. It just wasn't in the right order. Jake Duke. He sounds like a gunslinger in the Old West. $20 super chat. The only thing more pathetic than the guy marrying his fuck doll would be if she said no to his proposal.
Dude, that's hilarious. That's like some Star Trek shit right there. Like Data. A female Data. No, I will not entertain being your live-in penis massager.
Marco, will you please marry me? I treat you good. I give you good life. Fuck no. I am your speaking spunk. Faggot.
Dude, that's horrible. That's horrible.
It's a speaking spunk. It's not even a freaking. It's not like a blow up doll or anything. It's a speaking spunk, or a spanking spunk if you prefer.
I don't really want to think about it at all.
I don't either.
Thank you.
It's quite reprehensible.
Move
to be
along.
honest. Moving along. We're gonna move along.
Stop! Stop laughing.
I just can't believe it's got to be a publicity stunt. If it's not, then it just. I mean, I just survived 2020 and came out the back end of it, probably covered in some kind of 2020 ethereal like ectoplasmic feces, but I survived it. And there's a dude out there who is willing to put out there to the world via so-called authoritative news outlets that he wrote a check against a spankin' spunk.
It's got to be a gimmick, man. It's got to be.
If it's not, then
He's crazy.
Oh, I can't do it. I just can't do it. Sir Dragonheart X is back with another $5 super chat. Here you go, boys. Have fun. Pixiv is a website for anime girls. Ooh,
Never heard of it.
Let's talk some time, Pop and Blake. I hate censorship. F YouTuber.
Okay.
I'm good for that. Hit us up on redonkulous12@gmail.com.
There's an aspect of the cartoon thing. It's called tentacle porn. Tentacle porn.
Hentai is what they call it. Hentai.
It's terrible.
Yes. FBO director says if you think that dude is pitiful now, just wait for the divorce.
Oh my God. Wow. Okay. That's totally right, though.
She cannot divorce me. She cannot take half my shit. I have gift receipt. Oh, it expire? Oh, shit. Can't I just take her out back and burn her? Can I take her body, put it in dumb dumpster? Please. Oh, you take half my shit? Oh, you fuckers. All I have is 2 bottles Stolichnaya and granola. What do you want from me?
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
I mean, what do you expect from a dude named Yuri?
I don't know, man. I
I got
don't
nothing.
want to rip on dude names because that just ain't right.
People can rip on my name. I was, all the time growing up in school. Hey, Blake the Flake made a big bad mistake. Oh, congratulations, you can rhyme. Dr. Seuss would be proud.
Oh, that's awesome.
You bastards.
Bastards.
Kiro Ninja 00 super chatted $5. Hey, Pop, I'm thinking of buying an FN57. Have you ever fired one on the range?
Actually, I have fired the FN57. It's very flat trajectory, doesn't kick a lot, and it will penetrate most soft body armors.
And Pop's ex-wife, Space Ghost.
Yes, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Dude, we're just getting a lot of our money's worth.
I really
out of
hope your daughters don't want
I don't care. I just tell the truth. So. They can get mad if they want. That's fine.
Jake Duke super chatted $20. Thank you, sir. What would your go-to designated marksman rifle be? 308? Be in a 308. What do you think about the AR-10?
The AR-10 would actually be one of. I would actually, to be honest, would be one of my top picks if you have it.
Really?
Yeah. You have to get a national match grade trigger. Don't do the stock stuff. 24-inch barrel threaded at the end to accept a suppressor. And you may or may not want to attach a can to that. But yeah, and that would handle a 168 full metal jacket boat tail round and probably be able to go out decently to 800 meters. Because the 308 round loses a lot of its ass after 800 meters. Just saying. What's so funny, man? You're laughing your balls
We got
off.
some good burns in the comments.
Oh.
Buckstar Chaser says, a guy named Terrence doesn't want to tease dudes on the basis of their name.
Dick.
Dick. That's pretty funny, though.
You know what? Here's the messed up part. The little kid that lives next door to me, I moved in. He was like 3 years old. He's now 4. He like makes fun of my Terrence. Terrence rhymes with Clarence. Like, come on, you're 4. You're 4, man.
You can do better than that.
No. It's for a 4-year-old. That's a good burn. So I don't get mad. It's a good burn.
We got another couple of good burns here. This one is to the Kazakhstani bodybuilder. He comes home and the doll is banging the cordless toothbrush, and she gets all his stuff in the divorce.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like it.
Oh, man. And the funny thing is that like a painfully small amount of people actually watched that episode. Go guys, to Alltech. Check it out. It's called So I Married a Sex Doll. What do you think? I think it's the funniest freaking
It's pretty good.
article that we've read on the Ride and Roast.
It's pretty good.
Hilarious.
It's pretty good.
Oh, Hammerhand sent an email to Pop. Outstanding. So, Hammerhand, what I think we need to do, I think we should have him on next week. What do you think?
We can have him on next week because it's 10 after 11, so we got to
Yeah, we need to
down
get
by
through the
11.
rest of these super chats here. But Hammerhand, we'd love to have you on. So if you're down for next week, Papa will be freshly back from the January 6th
If
protest.
I'm not dead,
If you're not
in a
dead.
hospital or in jail. Just
True
saying.
story.
Just saying.
So, we'll hit you up. If you're interested in doing a stream with us next week, we will set it up. It'll be next Thursday, January 7th, 8 p.m.
Boom!
Winning. What is the next one here? We got, let's see, Jake Duke, super chatted $5. My grandpa said the PC term was African engineering
Yes.
instead of nagger ragging.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
That's as much as I'm going to go into that. I was going to say yes.
I'm just going to say yes.
Yes.
Benjamin Chardiers, super chatted $5. Smith & Wesson SD9 or a Glock 9?
Okay. I am not a fan of Glock, but it is used by many law enforcement agencies and some units in the Army, and they call it combat Tupperware.
Combat Tupperware?
Yeah, combat Tupperware. It all depends what you want to use it for. with what's lying ahead of us, I'm going to have to say Glock, because you can get extended magazines relatively inexpensive. Just saying.
It sounds like good times to me. Interesting here. Stuart Barton super chatted $5 Australian. Magnificent Seven or The Quick and the Dead?
I'd have to go with The Quick and the Dead.
The original or the Sam Raimi remake?
No, the original.
I'm just asking. Just make sure. Fistful of Dollars or Last Man Standing?
Fistful of Dollars all day long.
Absolutely. Favorite Clint Eastwood movie?
Oh.
I don't know. That's a long list, man. Clint Eastwood makes good movies.
That's it. The Good and the Bad and the Ugly.
Absolutely. Yeah.
God, yes.
If I was going to go more contemporary.
I still watch all of those spaghetti westerns to this day when they're on.
Oh, they're great.
They're fucking awesome.
I love it. More contemporary, I would go with Space Cowboys. If you saw that movie, did you see it?
It was all right.
Middle-aged dudes going out to space and stuff,
I'd
giving
have to
younger astronauts the shit. I love it.
Yeah, that was a good movie, but I would have to go Unforgiven.
Unforgiven is awesome.
I actually cried at that
Really?
because I knew it was going to be his last Western.
But you know what? What a hell of a great note to go out on.
Oh, God, it was great. Like that last scene where he like kills the dude at the end. I'm like, oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, I've been waiting for this the entire movie. He's going to kill. Oh, yeah, here it comes. Totally killed him. It's awesome.
I love that. And I did love, I may or may not get shit for this. I don't know, $1 Million Baby.
That was actually good.
I really loved that
one.
one. I actually saw that 3 times in theaters. I liked it so much.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
There's a lot of really good lines in it.
My
Morgan
thing
Freeman sitting up there with his feet up.
My thing is
you got big holes in your socks.
At the end, he Mercy killed her, and it broke him.
It did.
Yeah, and I like that. I mean, it's very, very, very humanistic.
Yes.
It was good stuff.
And if there's ever a tearjerker that ever earned its tears from characters that you really dig,
that was it.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love Morgan Freeman in that movie.
Yeah, he's dude. How can you? Morgan Freeman is
he's great.
Every movie he's in, he like turns it up to 11. It's great.
I mean, if you have a movie where Morgan Freeman is narrating, you already have a hit on your hands just by that sheer virtue of him narrating.
They pay a lot of money for him to do that, and it's worth it. Just saying.
You got big holes in your socks. These are my sleeping socks. Then why aren't you wearing them to sleep? Because my daytime socks got too many holes in them.
That's actually pretty good. Next one.
That movie is one of the only, I think it's the only movie I've ever heard of that began shooting with the first draft of the script.
Really?
Yeah, normally
it's 3 to 5 drafts before they start shooting.
Minimum.
Yeah.
Because normally what they do is they write the script and then they're constantly sending it back for rewrites. And every time there's a rewrite added to the script, they'll change the color of paper so that you know exactly which draft it is.
I don't know these rules.
Yeah. Well, Hilary Swank, she won an Oscar for playing the $1 Million Baby, the eponymous $1 Million Baby. She remembered doing The Next Karate Kid when she was really younger. She said that script had so many fucking rewrites to it that it went through every color of the damn rainbow and then the paper went back to white again.
Wow.
And that movie's still a piece of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to say so.
I'm just saying.
What's the next one?
Damn good movie, though. Damn good movie. David Gummer. Gummer, huh? I think that's the technique your mom used to use on 8 Mile. I just killed Popp.
Oh, that's a good burn. I was in the middle of drinking beer, man. Wow, that's good stuff.
We're making fun of dudes named, what was it, Richard Head? So we got to talk about the guy named David Gummer.
Yeah, 2-for-1 discount on 8 Mile. No
2-for-1 discount.
Guaranteed.
Super chatted $5. The Donner Party, where the first preppers as they brought back their own snacks. Ooh.
That's brutal. but true.
They had to eat each other in order to stay alive.
Oh my God, I don't even think about such horrid things.
Matthew Thompson must have seen the episode on cuckolding. $5 super chat Australian. Frothy chocolate milk for Blake. Break out the drinking straw.
God, stop! That's just horrible.
It wasn't me that time.
Oh, all right, move on. Holy shit.
Bacon is back with 223. What did you guys think of the OG Starship Troopers?
Oh, I actually like Starship Troopers.
Oh, I love Starship Troopers.
Until I read the book. Once I read the book, I'm like, that movie's shit.
I've never read the book.
Oh, you read the book then?
What's different about it?
Oh my God, first of all, the Starship Troopers actually are people in powered armor. Each one has got the firepower of basically a dreadnought battleship.
Nice.
With nuclear warheads.
Nice.
And they just wreak havoc. And it goes through the whole process of how they get selected and all the training they do. And yeah, you got to read that first. And it goes into a lot more of the politics involved, which I thoroughly agree with.
Maybe that'll be my next book. Right now I'm working on The Last Command, which is the third in the Timothy Zahn, the original extended universe Star Wars trilogy, which I think was written in like 89.
Yeah, the one
89.
that Disney ignored. Yeah,
the one that Disney completely ignored, even though now they're bringing back Grand Admiral Thrawn into The Mandalorian, which is a winning. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that pans out. But yeah, man, it's just reading those books and then knowing what we got in terms of a sequel trilogy just pisses me off all the more.
Yep.
Just saying.
Yep.
But Starship Troopers, that'll be the next one on my list.
There's actually 3 movies. The rest of them are B movies, but they're still pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, they made a ton of straight-to-video sequels.
Yeah, I think 2 or 3
And
of
I
them.
think only a couple of them actually feature any of the actors from the original.
No. The 2 I saw have Johnny Rico in there and a couple of them are the other actors in there.
Yeah.
And as they get older, like Johnny Rico's like a general or a colonel or something.
Nice.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, and I think they brought back, what's her name, Diz?
Yeah.
The redhead from the original.
I don't remember if they brought her
Although
back.
she got penetrated in all the
Yeah.
wrong ways
No,
in the
I
movie.
don't know if
so
they
I don't
brought
know
her back.
how- I don't know how they bring her back.
I don't remember seeing her.
Oh, she's the redhead from the
Yeah,
original movie.
I know.
She gets to
I
bang
didn't
him
see her
the
in the
tent.
sequels.
She comes back for one of them.
Really? I
don't know
her.
how. Just like they're making a Matrix 4 and Keanu Reeves and Carrie Ann Moss are in it, Neo
dead.
and Trinity. They're fucking dead.
Yeah. Yeah. How they gonna do that?
I got nothing.
I got nothing.
Whatever. I mean, like, if the dudes who directed the trilogy of Matrix movies can now be chicks, I guess those two can still be alive.
I guess.
Whatever. Let's see. Facts donated $5 via Streamlabs. Pop, what should I drop this $600 on? Ammo, a new gun, or food and water storage?
I'm gonna be honest, bro. If you have a weapon, you might want to divvy up that $600 between ammo and food. If you do not have a weapon, then you need to get a weapon.
True story.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're on the last super chat of the night here. Oh, the last 2.
Mm-hmm.
Stuart Barton, and I actually like this question very much. $2 Australian super chat. Favorite Mel Brooks movie?
Oh.
That's a long list. I know mine.
I don't know. Mel Brooks.
I got to go with Young Frankenstein.
Did he have anything to do with Blazing Saddles?
Yes, he wrote and directed Blazing Saddles along
I would
with
have
Richard
to say
Pryor.
number 1, Blazing Saddles.
Yes.
And right behind that is Young Frankenstein.
Abby Normal.
That dude. I remember watching that. Like, what is Abby Normal? My brother was with me before that. He's like, Abby Normal, like abnormal. I'm like, oh, that's comedy gold, man. Somebody's gonna get killed.
Oh, somebody in the comments said Spaceballs.
Yeah.
You don't like Spaceballs. Nah. I think I found the only dude in the world who doesn't like Spaceballs.
Nah, they could suck my Schwartz.
Suck my Schwartz. May the
Sorry, man.
Schwartz be with you.
No, I'm not. No.
Nah, not going with Spaceballs on that one.
Negative.
It's because it has a love story in it. That's why he doesn't like it.
This is stupid. This is dumb.
She's just.
I like the part where, like, prepare for ludicrous speed. I thought that was pretty cool.
I like the part where they're on, where they're watching the tape, and then all of a sudden it's exactly that moment. Like, what? We're looking at now. Now? What happened to then? We missed it. When? Just now.
Eh.
Yeah. Nah. Yeah. Nah.
Eh.
Nah.
Eh.
Nah.
Next one. Move along.
Young Frankenstein, I think we can both agree on.
Yes. That was actually pretty good.
What's your favorite line from that movie?
It's live. I thought that was
That's
pretty
the original Frankenstein, Young
No.
Frankenstein.
good. He says that in the young. He says that in the Young Frankenstein, when they start bringing him back from the dead, and he freaks out, and then I liked it. You got to admit though, I'm seeing this from when I first saw it as a young child, so it was funny and creepy at the same time.
True.
When you're older, you're like, yeah, it's nothing.
It's hilarious. I love when he thinks that it's not working.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I don't want to live. I do not want to live.
Yeah, that's funny. What's the next one?
Next one here. Inquisitor Jack 45 donated $3. Pop's thoughts on 300 AAC. I'm building one tomorrow. Eventually want to get a can for it. Is set up as a pistol. And generally speaking, thoughts on duplexing magazines. I use the Magpul coupler with 240s as a quick grab item.
I'm not a big fan of the 300. Okay. They were trying to do some. It's basically a CQB round that they were, wanted to perform as an assault rifle, and it didn't really do well in either of those realms. I mean, it's okay. Yeah, it works. It works well with a can. I don't know. I mean, to be honest, you could do the same thing with a 308. And, it's not a military caliber, so you're going to have to reload all that shit yourself, because that ammo's going to dry up here like that, and you're going to have a hard time finding it. Now, in regards to duplexing mags, you can never really go wrong with being able to pull one mag out, flip it over, and stick another one in. Hypothetically,
Allegedly.
my
Not that your ex-wife would know about that or anything.
I'm just saying. There's nothing wrong with that, even though I was never involved. Just saying. All right.
Oh, that's too funny, man.
I like the weapon stuff. That's cool.
It is good stuff. Let me see here. Was the next one Bacon?
Bacon!
JD Bacon's back with $2.75. I was hoping the X-Wing series would be a movie.
I don't know.
Rogue Squadron, maybe?
Well,
Is that what you're talking
first
about?
of all, I almost walked out of Rogue Squadron. I really
Rogue
did.
One? Yeah.
Rogue One, whatever. Rogue One. I almost walked out until those guys came forward knowing it was a one-way trip. And I'm like, it's a one-way trip. I got to watch it. Shit. How can you not watch people volunteering for a one-way trip?
Even if it is led by one of the most devoid of charisma whammon in the history of Star Wars.
Yeah, but still, it's a one-way trip. I had to stay and watch the
You
rest
gotta
of
do
it.
what you gotta
And I'm glad I did, because it ended well. I liked it.
Yeah. Yeah,
It was good.
I did like the end of it. The thing that creeped me out the most about Rogue One was the CG reincarnation of Moff Tarkin.
That was actually
Like,
that was kind of interesting.
It was interesting, but the dude didn't look that fucking dead when he made the original movie. They look like they resurrected his corpse and stuffed him with sawdust.
I thought it was good. I'm like, what, he's dead? I remember I'm watching with my daughter, so I'm like, and they're sitting next to me, like, see that? That guy's dead. They brought him back with a computer. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, my daughters hate Star Wars. I just can't get them into it.
The Wall is back with another $5 chat. Eden Chronicles by S.M. Anderson. It's surprisingly scary how it mimics today's politics, especially for a sci-fi series.
I haven't written it. I haven't read it.
Check that out. Pilot Mylar Matt super chatted $5. Pop, what is your take on Chi-Tac intervention or Che-Tac intervention?
I'm not familiar with what that is.
You want me to look it up? I can look it up.
What is Che-Tac intervention?
Let's see. Che-Tac intervention. An American bolt-action sniper rifle manufactured by Che-Tac Incorporated, which can also be classified as an anti-materiel rifle.
Oh, that's
It
a
is
50
fed
cal.
by a 7-round detachable single-stack magazine,
Mm-hmm.
specifically chambered in either 408 Che-Tac or 375 Che-Tac ammunition.
Yeah, first of all, if you're going to use an anti-material round, you want to do a 50 BMG. Those other rounds, yeah, I'm not really feeling it as an anti-material round because nothing cracks basically an engine block better than a 50 cal BMG. There's a reason why that round was used to shoot down aircraft in World War II because it fucking worked. Just saying.
Truth.
And that other stuff is expensive, and it's not going to be around forever, and it's not made in mass quantity where you can still buy, you can find a belt of 50 cal rounds on for I think 30 rounds for like $120, $150,
Yeah.
and you can reload them all. So I'd go with a 50 BMG before I'd go any of that crazy stuff.
True story.
Just saying.
Yeah. Well, I think we have come to the end of the super
And
chat.
it's 11:30, but going for
It's
3.5
11:30,
hours.
3.5 hours, and still no Undead Chronic. So I don't know what
Listen,
the heck happened there.
He said he wasn't showing up. It's okay. He thought he got the wrong day. It's not a
So
problem.
now, if people are not believing me, let me see here. I'm going to try to.
How many people we have on now at the end? 1,000?
Yes.
Wow, we've
Yes,
kept
we have
1,000 people from the beginning to the end.
So just in case you guys didn't believe me, I'm going to pull this over here so you guys can see what's what. Okay? It's like, I'll be honest. I was planning for tomorrow because I'm a dumbass, and now I'm driving back from work to the studio. And then he's back here where he says he's still like a couple hours out. So, yeah,
It's
that's
not
what
a big
happened.
deal. It's not a big deal, man.
It's not a
Shit
big
happens.
deal. It is what it is.
We still had
We
listen,
still had a good time.
we still had a great time.
A great
we
time.
talked some good mad trash.
Mad trash.
Yeah. So why don't you take us out, Blake?
The only thing we didn't discuss from our topics, and we can take it out with this, and I know that this is gonna be a nice thing to leave you guys with. Oh boy. Democrats propose major change to House rules eliminating family language for gender inclusive alternatives.
Oh my God. So this is
Yeah.
the insanity has made its way to the top.
So now we have to use words like seafarers instead of seaman, chair instead of chairman, resign instead of submit his or her resignation, themselves instead of himself or herself. We can't talk about brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
It is stupid. It is absolutely insane. I mean, to be honest, it's gonna come down to people. We're gonna have to reset the whole thing. I mean, this insanity made it to the top. It needs to be burned out with fire.
Kill it with fire.
Just saying. All right, that's it, man. We got to roll
Yeah.
out of here.
Sorry about Undead Chronic tonight, guys. But, it is what it is. He planned for the wrong night. We'll try to get him in again soon. And we are going to... Exactly. We're going to be in touch with Hammerhand, and maybe we'll get him on next week.
Yeah,
It'd
man.
be quite fantastic.
Hammerhand's a good dude.
Yep.
Hey.
And that'll be next Thursday night, 8 p.m. And you will be fresh back from the D.C. protest on the 6th, so we're going to have a lot of nice news
If
for you
I'm not
guys.
dead,
If you're not dead.
in jail,
Shit.
or running for my life, I did take a bug out bag, so I'm prepared to run for my life. So
David Gummer is back with a $5 super chat. He says, "Good burn, Blake. I'm Bert's older brother. He races free-range graboids."
Okay, whatever that is.
The gummer guy. Yeah, because that's what his mama does on 8 Mile.
Yeah.
I
I wonder if you get pay a premium for that.
don't know.
You roll up there. I need a whore with no teeth. I'll pay $20 more for the whore with no teeth. Just saying.
How you doing there,
I'm just
them
saying.
boys? I show you what.
Any of whores here have no teeth?
You got
Because
that for-
I'm in need of a good gum job, if you know what I mean.
You get any of them meth mouth chicks? Because I hear that they're skinny, and that makes them tight.
That's so fucked up. All right, let's roll out of here, man. I got to piss again.
Oh, Pop's got to piss again. All right, so give us a safety briefing for the new year, Pop.
All right, it's a new year. Craziness is going to ensue. Load your rifle. Keep it by your bed. Load your shotgun. Keep it by your door. Have 2 basic loads of ammo, 4 weeks of food with water. Be prepared to run away to a place that has food, water, and a good sector of fire and has cover. If you can't do that, be prepared to maneuver and maneuver well. Don't fight. If you have to fight, don't go to the ground, because MMA only works as a sport. When there's multiple people involved, that's how you get stomped out of existence. With that being said, be safe. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and swim. Wear rubber and flush it when you're done. Just saying.
Because otherwise you're going to get sperm jacked, and that's how you wind up with 18 to 21 years in baby jail.
Depending upon the state.
Absolutely.
All right.
Have a good night. And don't forget to nagger rag your computer so you don't get your super chats all mixed up.
All right.
Just saying.
All right, I got to roll.
Oh, you gotta go piss is what you gotta
I
go
got to
do.
piss, and I got to buy a car in the morning.
You have fun with that.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.